John Cena standing in the ring right now after the show officially has come to an end, staring at that WWE Championship. He is the number one now, all time. They brought out Stone Cold earlier so people wouldn't freak out. And he terrified some autistic woman in the front row. Cena putting that championship on backwards and flipping it. Where's Pat McAfee going, by the way? What the hell's Pat McAfee? He's like walking up the ramp. It's the last time you'll ever see John Cena at WrestleMania as a competitor, at least, I believe. And the people are just cheering him at this point. It's almost like a retirement curtain call without it being that. Well, we pretty much thought this was going to happen the other night when, when Cody Rhodes got the one-up on Cena multiple times. We knew that it was probably going to lead to this tonight. That's exactly what happened. The other night when Cody Rhodes got the one-up on Cena multiple times, we knew that it was probably going to lead to this. The new World Wrestling Entertainment Undisputed Champion John Cena, surpassing Ric Flair and defeating the American Nightmare Cody Rhodes on certainly what was the better night of WrestleMania. Night one was lackluster a bit to a lot of people. But tonight, night two, I believe, regardless of what you thought of this match here, tonight's night two of WrestleMania 41 delivered, as opposed to the first night, which I don't think did quite the way we wanted it to. Travis Scott, Cody Rhodes got some payback on him, but in the end, really, Travis Scott got the last laugh, so what do you really have to say about that, really, to be honest?
I've been going to wrestling shows for over 30 years. Never in all that time have I ever...
Can somebody please explain to me why Michael Cole is always praising the bad guys? Why does Michael Cole blow Roman Reigns when he cheated and lied? Why does Michael Cole do this all the time? It doesn't matter if somebody's the bad guy. Michael Cole loves it. Oh, he's great. He cheated. He's great. I love it. Don't you love it? I love it too. That's what Michael Cole does. Michael Cole is always saying he loves the bad guy no matter what. He's not like JR. He sold his damn soul, and it cost Cody Rhodes because Cody Rhodes didn't sell his. And that's what it came down to tonight. Cody refused to sell his soul. He refused to cheat. He refused to take the easy way out. John Cena took the easy way to the record books tonight. Son of a bitch! Sold his soul, and tonight it paid off. And it's crushed the soul of Cody Rhodes. But no, that's not what, Michael Cole does. Michael Cole's like, you gotta give it to him, though. Even though he cheated, he's great. Just like Roman Reigns when Roman Reigns cheated. You know what? Damn, he's the big dog, though. Michael Cole is the weirdest announcer. These are the weirdest announcing times that we've ever been through. It's just so weird. The commentary is bizarre. I don't know. What's up, Jonathan? What's up, Mastodon? Hey, what's up to the entire chat? One thing is certain, and one thing makes me happy more than anything, and that is that at least tonight, I was much more entertained than I was last night. Were you more entertained than you were last night? That's what we're going to find out here tonight. But one thing you got to do right now, all across the world, wherever you're watching this, I don't care what country, what state, I don't care if you're on a boat, if you're in a basement, if you're in your room, on your phone, on a tablet, on the Xbox, on the PlayStation, on Mars, in your mother's bedroom, sniffing her underwear, hoping that someday she'll give you a child. Here's the thing. I want you right now to click that like button and stick the thumb as high up my ass as you can, baby. And if you're brand new to the channel, you've got to subscribe. Or else. And I know you're thinking, or else what? Well, I know things, and I know how to do things to people, so subscribe, baby. It's WrestleMania 41. We got DJ Scandalous here. I can't believe you weren't more entertained tonight, Salty. That's crazy. I mean, like, you know, I will say that it took a little bit of a downward turn at the end. You know, the night started great, though. That women's triple threat was really good. I heard some people said last night's triple threat was the greatest triple threat ever. I think that's the greatest pile of horse crap ever. Might have been one of the best stories of a triple threat ever, but it wasn't one of the best triple threat matches ever. That's simply crazy, in my opinion. But if that's the case, what was the women's tonight then? You know, what was that tonight? If those other things were what you say. John Cena is now, I guess according to Michael Cole, John Cena is now the GOAT. As if he wasn't kind of the GOAT before, I guess. Maybe you're saying Ric Flair was the GOAT. But that's it. John Cena did it. That's what you get, Ric Flair, for going to AEW, you scumbag. Okay? That's exactly why they did it to you. I died laughing when Joe Hendry came out. Not when Joe Hendry came out, but Joe Hendry was pissing me off because Joe Hendry was doing all his stupid fucking poses and stuff. And that was pissing me off and irritating me because I was like, dude, stop posing and stuff. It's like, dude, you're in a match. Focus on your opponent. Why are you posing every 3 seconds? Like, I hate Joe Hendry. I'm sorry. And so he kept posing like a moron. And so when Randy Orton just jumped up and RKO'd the piss out of him, boy, was I dying. I loved it. I loved every second of it. Here's a donation from Danielson.
TNA died tonic height.
TNA died tonight. Oh, no, they didn't. I think it's the opposite. I mean, they were on display, you know? But it just shows you, bro, that they're not on the level, you know what I mean? Their best guy is beaten in about 5 minutes, as it should be. You know what I'm saying? Daniel Son, thank you for the $4.99. First person to hit 10 or above, I will put you up top. And we're going, baby. Over 13 years, we're live. It's the Joe Cronin Show, and this was WrestleMania 41, Night 2. John Cena does it as the bad guy on Cody Rhodes, and that was his last walk up a WrestleMania ramp as a wrestler, at least, apparently, that we'll ever see. We'll find out other news maybe later. I thought the Hendry stuff was funny as fuck, says Robbie Hyde in the chat. Yeah, no, I agree. I was dying. I loved it. I didn't love how he was acting at first in the ring, and I was like, stop smiling and everything, but it paid off because Orton beat his ass. If Joe Hendry had not been beaten like a fool, then I would have been very angry. But luckily, his stupidity led to why he lost. So that was perfect for Joe Hendry. So that was great because I thought the guy looks a little goofy out there, and I just thought his stupid smiling face every second was annoying. And I think people that like overly like the guy are idiots. And so I loved watching Joe Hendry just get waffled on an RKO. So absolutely loved that. I am beside myself that the AJ Styles match was not better. I cannot believe that the AJ Styles match was not better. I am shocked by that. That blew me away. I was pissed off. I know Rojas was mad too because he wanted that match to be good. I thought he was going to tear the house down with Logan Paul, and they really didn't do anything. It was just a gimmick type of thing with Karrion Kross, and they really didn't do much. So I was blown away by that. Nothing happened there. Another thing that was crazy was that the Drew McIntyre match with Damian Priest was actually really great. And unfortunately, I think they could have used 3 or 4 or 5 more minutes. They came out there and they had, I thought, a pretty damn good match. But it was shocking that they were just out there to do it. Let's go. Do that move. Now do this thing. Do that. They just did it. That match was 11 minutes long. I could not believe that. If you blinked, you missed that match. They were out there and gone. Yet they did a whole bunch of stuff in that 11 minutes. There were suplexes outside the ring, into things, chair shots, like moves, reversals, clips, like a finish. Like there was stuff outside. Like it was all over the place. And that match was 11 minutes. I mean, I guess it was, that's a pretty standard amount of time, I guess. But I guess I just thought that match was going to be at least 15 minutes. And it was, I think, 10 or 11 minutes. And I thought that was good. I thought the Drew McIntyre match was good. So I'm pretty happy about that. I thought that match was going to be trash. And that I was going to be mad that, Drew McIntyre should have been more promoted in a better match. And that was going to be a big waste of time. Instead, that match was, like I said, that match was kind of nice, to be honest. And so not bad for Drew McIntyre. But the Will Ospreay, Will Ospreay. I keep saying that. I don't know why. I keep calling Logan Paul Will Ospreay. But Logan Paul and AJ Styles was kind of a disappointment. And I honestly really did a bathroom break for the women's tag match or whatever it was. So I didn't even see that. So that's the only thing I missed. You have to let me know. I'll talk to you guys about it as we go on. But if you guys can, the biggest thing you can do right now, we're going to put the poll up in a second. We're going to all vote on the poll. And we're going to see what you guys think in a big poll that I'm going to put up in a minute. And I said big poll. That's right. If you're brand new, I hope you guys can click that subscribe button or become a member tonight if you want to support the show. If you really want to support the show, though, Streamlabs is pinned like Sabu to the top of that chat. Use that link to donate to the show if you want. You guys will be helping me out, helping the show out. Obviously, we need your help. We don't have any advertisers, and things kind of suck right now. So it's up to you guys to donate to the show. Unfortunately, but I know that the world is effed right now and nobody has any money anywhere. So if you can, just at least click the button and, subscribe and stuff. We're going to have people on the show. We're going to take calls in a little bit. We're going to go to Discord in just a few minutes, so look for that. John Cena, though, is the WWE champion. Set the record tonight. There was some screwiness in the match. No Rock. And I've been saying this since the beginning. Why in the world, if The Rock could have been at WrestleMania, wouldn't he be facing Roman Reigns? That was the tip-off that I kept saying was making me believe that The Rock would not be at WrestleMania. Because if The Rock was going to be at WrestleMania, night 1, The Rock would wrestle Roman Reigns. And then night 2, he might come out and do something in this match. Whatever. But that was the big thing that I've been screaming for months and months, that well, listen, if the guy can wrestle, why isn't he out there then? And I guess the Soldier Soul thing kind of pays off a little bit because he sent out Travis Scott to help Cody Rhodes. I guess selling your soul just buys you one jabroni foot soldier from The Rock. He sold his soul. You would have thought the referee would have been paid off, that there would have been more support. I mean, for selling your soul, that was awfully risky, wasn't it? To sell your soul for, everything is riding on 110-pound Travis Scott to come out there and do something. And in the end, he really didn't do it quite right. So you sold your soul for not a whole lot, to be honest. You sold your soul for not a whole lot. I don't understand that. I want to hear from you guys. It is so important tonight. I got to hear from you. I'm going to be reading the chat. I'm going to take calls and stuff. Trust me, we're going to get there. I'm going to talk about it. If you donate tonight, say all you can in the donation. I want to know what you think about this, man. I am so curious and thirsty to hear what you guys have to say, because I know what I think, and I could rant about this all night, and I'm going to, and I might even change my mind back and forth a few times here or there, back and forth, over and over. But I really am curious what the people out there. I see some of you guys. I mean, some of you guys are pissed. Some of you guys are loving it. I think this WrestleMania was bizarre, but we're going to find out more as time goes on. And the top donation is going to go right above my head here, and we'll put you up there. And thank you guys for supporting my family and me and everything I do on YouTube, and I really appreciate it, bro. I thank you guys for, we'll see if we can get it funded, baby. We can make that internet payment and electric bill payment this week. We'll find out, brother. But it's definitely because of you guys. Thank you. Bianca Belair, I thought the opening match was great. That women's match was, I loved it. I loved that opening match with the women. I thought it was fire. John Cena with a little bit of a trim. And we'll talk about Stone Cold Steve Austin killing a woman almost in the front row at the ATV. By the way, he did not hit this lady. I mean, like, I watched it several times. There's no way. This guy did not hit somebody. Like, I watched it. It was like he ran into the barricade and she just was like, oh, and then she got angry. I'm like, did she shit her pants? And that's why she's mad? Like, I watched this several times.
Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Well, I watched this so many times, guys. I freeze framed it several times on everything. This woman is in the front row. There's Austin hitting the ramp right there. Now, he didn't, from what I understand, and this is also coming from somebody that was in the front row near there, the person said that, like, it's not like the ramp hit her. The ramp didn't move and waffle her, from what I understand. And also, Austin didn't hit her either. It looks funny from that angle, but he just crashes into the ramp. That's all that happens. And the ramp barely moved. And that's what's crazy is people are saying, like, and then, so this happens, and then after he hits the ramp, see her face? She goes, oh my God. Like, oh. Like, and she looks kind of like, look at her, see? She looks shocked. She's not acting like she's hurt here, nor is she worried about being hurt or falling down. She's like, oh my God, he crashed. But then after that happens, suddenly she falls backwards, like out of nowhere. Right there. She falls backwards. Her mouth opens like this. And she's like, oh. And then she like starts acting weird. And then she gets this angry look on her face where she's like, what the fuck did you do to me? What the fuck did you do to me? Like, it's so weird. And it's like she was, it's like the lawyer in her was like, oh my God, act hurt. Act like you're destroyed. Act like something's wrong. I don't know what this was, or maybe she's, got some kind of mental issues we don't know about. I don't know what was going on. But now see how her face turns to like puzzled and like, you son of a bitch. I'm upset now. And then she becomes like upset, and then she's like grilling Austin, and that's when he comes over and is like, hey, I'm sorry about that, honey. We'll take care of you in the back later. You okay? Blah blah blah. Something like that. But again, she went from like, oh my God, is he okay? Holy shit, he crashed. To like, oh, I shit my pants. It's very weird. It's very strange. So it's almost like she, like I said, it's almost like she crapped her pants and she's upset by that. Because like it didn't seem like she'd be getting hurt at all,
I've been going to wrestling shows for over 30 years.
That chick, she feared for her life at the wrestling show, Tony Khan. Pacharo, what's up, brother?
My safety, my life was in danger.
That was weird.
At a wrestling show.
Also, Cody is literally cursed inviting his wife and kids in front row during matches. This is the second time he's lost by that. What in the world happens now that Cena is taking the title with him? Do we get a repeat in 2011 with Punk?
No, I mean, I think that, either Cena's going to drop it at Backlash or Cena's going to drop it at, SummerSlam or something like that. It's probably going to be at a big event, right, where Cena finally, he's going to go on a run with the belt. I would think he'd go on a run. I don't think you'd give it right back at Backlash. I don't think this is like Hulk Hogan at WrestleMania 9. I think that, Cena should probably keep the belt and then officially, pass a torch again towards the end, whether that's SummerSlam or his last match. It might be his last match where he loses it, but I don't think he's going to retire with it. I think that would be something that would be kind of a mistake and something they wouldn't want to do. They would definitely want to put it back on Cody. I think that Cena could potentially, like I said, give it back up at SummerSlam, back to Cody, and then maybe Cena can sort of finish as a normal a good guy. You know, that sort of thing. Brandon Duarte's here in the chat. What's up, Brandon? How you doing, man? Cena drops it back to Cody at SummerSlam, in my opinion. Yes, or Survivor Series or SummerSlam. But yeah, I would think SummerSlam. A lot of people think SummerSlam. So much stuff has been so predictable, though, recently that it's kind of getting ridiculous. Like, the amount of predictability that's been going on is kind of crazy. It's been a lot of predictability, and that's been kind of unfortunate, you know, that's been the case. But we want your voices heard, guys. So if you can, feel free to call the show or donate to the show live if you want. 339-226-6610. I'll have the phone lines up in just a second. I know that there's a lot of people calling, and the phone lines are going to be jammed. You have to call off and on and whatever else. John Cena with a little bit of a haircut there, you know. What was the best thing of the night? We'll talk about that. There was a lot of things that were decent. I thought Drew and Priest was really good. I thought the women's opening was really good. I thought Penta, his match with Dom and Braun and everybody, that match was pretty good. I loved the open challenge with Randy Orton. I thought that was fun because I thought Joe Hendry came out acting like kind of a meat pie, and then Orton delivered an RKO to destroy the guy, which I thought made sense because he was being an idiot.
If you smell what demonic Hollywood is cooking, it's cooking babies, adrenochrome.
It's Gerald Armstrong with a donation.
Baby will do. So give me the both of you. The Rock wants your soul. Then The Rock wants your home. The Rock.
The Rock. He wants your soul.
Then The Rock.
Gerald Armstrong.
Decent main event. Travis Scott fucked the match up with the slow walk down the ramp. I was glad Cena got cheered when he won, and I liked his Titantron with just his name.
Yeah, that was kind of funny. I didn't think about that. I didn't even think about that Titantron. Gerald Armstrong, thank you for dropping the $10, bro. That is the largest donation of the stream, Gerald Armstrong. So for that, we're going to put you up on top, baby. We just put the poll up, too. Make sure you guys go vote. We're going to compare it to last night's poll as well. Gerald Armstrong. Last night, you guys gave it a thumbs up. 46% of you said it was okay, and 19% of you said the show was awesome. So last night, it was a big thumbs up for night one. Although I did not agree with that. I thought night one was kind of like a bleh. I thought night one was blah, but you guys overall thought, I mean, not all of you, but I mean, overall, the chat thought the show was a thumbs up, but we'll see if tonight beats I thought tonight was much better than last night, so I would think that's how the poll is going to go, but, you know, you never know what the hell people are going to vote for and think, so we'll see what you guys say tonight. Gerald Armstrong with the $10, that is the top dono of the stream so far. I know we just started. I know there's a lot of donations waiting, and somebody might have beat it already. I don't know. But, you know, I appreciate the donation anyway. Gerald Armstrong, thank you, brother. We'll get you up there for the time being at least. On the top of the board, and Luke Rojas is itching to call. I can't wait to have Luke on here and everybody else. And we're going to, like I said, take phone calls and all that stuff. We got you up there, Gerald Armstrong. Cena and Punk at Money in the Bank Part 2. We need those promos. Yeah. El Romano says the wrestling died today. Jesus. I'm disgruntled, but overall it's okay, says Alvale. I feel like that too. I feel like if you're upset or you're angry or you think that the show wasn't that great or things didn't go the right, whatever the heck you want to say. I think that you can at least admit that tonight's show was better than last night. Like, I think people would agree with that, even if you're not happy with the result, which that I totally understand. I totally get that. All right, let's go to another one real quick. A lot of people are chiming in to say a lot of things.
Hey, Bullfrog is a moron.
Scissor me, Joe!
Mirov, what's up?
I told you Logan Paul would win. I told you Cena would win. The show was a 7 max.
A 7 max. Okay, yeah, I would probably say tonight's show is a 7.5 out of 10, maybe. I think that's where I'm at. Maybe a 7. Maybe a 7. I feel like I'm at that. Last night's show was a 5.5 out of 10. That's how I feel. And I feel like tonight was a 7. Maybe a 6.5, but I would go a 7 tonight. But last night was a 5.5. And honestly, if you took the best out of last night and you took the best out of tonight and you put them together, you would have had a pretty good WrestleMania. And that's the problem with 2 nights. When you break up 2 nights and you do this stuff with 2 nights, this is the issue that you run into. And it's like it's quality over quantity, or quantity over quality rather, and it's like it's kind of irritating because if you took the best stuff from last night, which I think there was 2 or 3 things we all agreed on, right? 2 or 3 matches last night, and you plugged them in tonight with the 3 or 4 good things about tonight. Well, 5, 6, 7, 8. You got 7 or 8 matches. It's all solid. You got yourself a perfect WrestleMania. But because we split up the nights, last night was only 30% good. I don't know. But you're obviously sacrificing quality with 2 nights. But I understand it from the logistics, from the monetary, from money wise. I get it. Why wouldn't you make the most money? And WWE is all about money. It's not about quality exactly. If it was, they would only do it. They would do what we just said. There's no way they would do 2 nights. They would say, yeah, we're watering it down. Let's not do that. But when money talks, and that's what you're in a business and a company that's more about that. And there is part of me that thinks WWE sometimes does do a pretty good job of still having a heart, even though they're such a corporate entity. But then there are other times where I feel the opposite, and I feel like they're losing their heart, and they're really becoming more of this corporation. It's funny enough, like the corporation from back in the Attitude Era days, they're becoming the corporation like as an entity, and you really can't help. You really can't help it. But overall, I don't like, as a streamer and as a YouTuber, there's a part of me that thinks like, yeah, the 2 nights is probably good. But then again, I don't know, because last night, we had a total of, we had less people watching last night than tonight. It's Easter weekend, which is bizarre, and maybe one night would be a bigger bang in one night. You'd actually have more hype and more people going. But 2 nights, maybe that waters it down. So it's hard to decide, does that water it down, or is it better to have 2 nights? I don't know. But if you really force me to decide, I might say 1 night. This gets more people on the show, so more of the wrestlers get to appear at WrestleMania. More of the wrestlers get that payday. So as far as like content creators and stuff like that, I've been doing this 13 years now on YouTube straight. I guess another night is good for us. That sounds good. It's good for the wrestlers. I guess it's good for the fans. Some people couldn't get to night 2. They couldn't get to the other ones. They can go to the other show. Things get sold out, I suppose. But for the company it works. But overall, for the product, I think the product does suffer a little bit. It has to. How could it not? We got more information on the ATV situation with Stone Cold Steve Austin. Like I said, that lady took a dive, in my opinion, or she like took a dump in her pants and got angry about it. I don't know what happened. So weird. I didn't understand what she was selling. Like she was hurt. I just didn't get it. I didn't understand. John Cena sets the record. He does it tonight at WrestleMania 41 Night 2. So much more to talk about. There's news coming in from some of the press conference stuff and things other people have been saying, and we've got some news coming in, and we'll get to that. Steve Austin's crash. Surprising, Stone Cold Steve Austin did not show up to help Cody at the end. They didn't do any of that sort of thing like I was talking about. Instead, they brought Stone Cold out to read the attendance, and I think, number one, that gets Stone Cold on the show. That's cool. Number 2, it makes it so that people realize he's not coming out later, guys. So don't look for it. Don't think about it. He's not coming out now. And there was still a part of me that thought he could, but I'm like, why would they bring him out then right before? That doesn't make sense. So you pretty much were told he's not coming, guys. So enjoy the main event as it is, because it's not some thing that's going to get saved by somebody like last year. So I thought maybe they would just do a repeat of last year. Like, hey man, you made a great movie that the other year. Let's make part 2. And what do you do when you make part 2? You kind of just redo part 1. So you could have had Stone Cold showing up to help Cody and maybe somebody else, and they're stopping the evil Bad Rock and everybody, and Cody wins again and whatever. Now that went out the window when Cody Rhodes crossroads Cena on SmackDown the other night. That's when I went, oh boy. Cody Rhodes got the one-up on Cena twice. He got to him twice. No way Cody Rhodes wins now. And so I was convinced, like I said to you on Friday night, John Cena is 100% winning. But I still thought somebody might come out to help him at the end if he was getting beaten down. But then we got no Rock, right? No Rock whatsoever, which, again, makes sense because I ranted for months, hey, if The Rock is going to not be here, if The Rock is going to be at WrestleMania, why in the world would The Rock not be wrestling Roman Reigns? They would 100% do that. Like, that match would be happening right now. And they didn't do it. And the fact that they didn't do it tells you most likely The Rock ain't going to be there. And that's why they had Travis Scott come out the first time, so he could be the guy that is introduced to you and get this heat. And he did. He got the heat. Whatever he did. Smack Cody too hard, the wrong way in the eardrum. It was crazy. People got mad. Well, good. I mean, that's what they wanted. I'm sure Cody and them probably thought, yeah, I'm kind of pissed you hit me in the fucking ear. That was fucked up, but this is going to be great because people are really angry at you. So this is going to be a perfect situation. So, and that's what they did. And I think that we all should have known that. And because, I said it. And it was pretty obvious because why would The Rock be showing up here to just be there, but he's not going to wrestle Roman? It didn't make any sense. Every time somebody brought that up on my show and somebody said it to me that, well, what's The Rock going to do? I would always go into this like, well, why isn't he wrestling Roman then if he's going to be there? And you can go back and listen to me for the past year. I would, not every time, but a lot of times I would dial back to that. Like, well wait a minute. Like, what do you think he's going to do at WrestleMania, Joe? Or you think he's going to be there or whatever? And I'd be like, yeah, I think, and then I would end up saying, well, no, I don't know, because why wouldn't he wrestle Roman? So there you go. You got no Rock at WrestleMania. And, you just got a straight up, heel versus babyface. And that's kind of how they started prepping us after the whole soul thing didn't really pan out. We really didn't get they really kind of veered away from that story of like The Rock's taking souls and, who knows what's going to happen, this craziness. And it really didn't lead to that. It just led to a 110-pound rapper coming out to be your only shield for you. Like, you sold your soul to John Cena sold his soul to The Rock, and all The Rock had for him was a toothpick of a rapper to come out. You didn't have anybody else out? Like, are you serious? That was it? That was the plan? What if that didn't work out? You sold your soul for that? There was no entourage or a whole bunch of other people or, a bigger story to be told. More, you know what I mean? More backup. They bought the referee. So much more that could have been done. That was all The Rock had for you? You sold your freaking soul? John Cena's soul must suck because he didn't get a whole lot of backup for that soul. The final boss himself wasn't even there. And he strolled out like The Undertaker. Well, why not have Solo or someone come out? Dumb, says DJ Scandalous. Well, they brought out the guy with the most heat. Also, when Stone Cold ran into the barricade and that lady was all terrified in the front row after he, Stone Cold was driving that thing too fast and too snug around the corners. I kept thinking he's going to crash into something. He did. That was kind of dumb. Stone Cold's, goddamn, I hooked a corner. I must have driven that thing 50 times this morning. Or he's going to say, like, I didn't get a chance to practice. It was a bit snug. But I drive these things all the time, so son of a bitch, I'm going to kick it up. Drive it around, and I didn't realize, man, I lost it for a second, and then I tried to hit the brake, and then bam, I just kind of bashed into the barricade, and I saw this big bitch fall down. Like, who knows what he's going to say tomorrow. But Nick Khan went over to console her or whatever. I thought maybe there was like a learning disability or like a special situation with that person. I don't know if that's true. Maybe I'm wrong. Or maybe something else happened. Maybe like beer spilt all over her feet and that's why she was irritated. So maybe that's what happened. Maybe like, because people put their drinks on those barricades and when they get run into, all the beers go flying everywhere and shit. So maybe like a drink spilled all over her clown shoes or whatever. But like we watched it a million times and it didn't appear that anybody really got hit or anything like that. So it is what it is. What do you guys got to say? Drop it in the donations. I'm going to play them. I'm going to take phone calls at 339-226-6610. It's the Joe Cronin Show. You're here. It's WrestleMania 41 Night 2. And I'm hard. And it's Easter Sunday, too, man. Happy Easter. The Easter Bunny owes me. Gerald Armstrong is the top donation at $10. Thank you to Gerald Armstrong.
Hey, Bullfrog,
Great to be
is a
here.
moron.
13 years.
Scissor me, Joe!
Where is my baby boy DJ Glaze? I wanna fondle his grundle and eat his bundle, even thigh. There might be jungle and dungle on his butt cheeks. I wanna cream it and ream it and eat everything in between it and gape him like an ape and come in his bum.
What the hell? What? Henry loves DJ Glaze. Thank you for the $3. Good Christ. What in the hell did you just say?
Chat party.
Scott's inclusion was dumb AF. Night 2 was better but still doesn't feel like WM to me.
Yeah, it did feel like a forgettable Mania. It did not feel great. Like let's put it this way. WrestleMania 31 was better, right? Right? So, yeah, it did not feel great. WrestleMania 41 did not feel great. Last year was much better, I think.
Super chat party.
I believe so.
I give this Mania 6/10.
6 out of 10 overall for this Mania from Evan Rivera. Wow. Evan Rivera and we're going to look at the poll in a second, guys, because we do have the poll up in the chat. If you guys want to vote, you don't want to donate, you don't want to call the show, none of that stuff. Hey, man, I'm seeing some old school faces in the chat, too. What's up, all you crazy people? We'll talk to you in a minute. Tonight did score slightly higher than last night.
Yo, this is Philly, in this city, we so gritty.
Oh, shit.
In this city, yeah, we so gritty. In this city, in Philly, yo, we might eat our own shitty. In this city, we're so gritty.
Master Yoda donating $8.
We might eat our own shitty. In Philly, we're gritty. Yo, this whole city, we're gritty. Yo, we might eat our own shitty. Yeah, eat our own shitty. In the city of Philly, we eat shitty. We're gritty as can be. We can survive off our motherfucking own feces. In Philly,
That's right. It's gritty. Let's get it.
we'll eat our own shitty in Philly. That's why our mascot looks like a crazy ass fuck turd. What the fuck is up in Philly? Yo, we're gritty in Philly.
Joe Bishop.
Honestly, I liked the women's triple threat and Stone Cold almost offing someone in the front row. Everything else was kinda blah.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, the women's triple threat was the best thing. It was one of the best things. I love the women's triple threat. Master Yoda, thank you so much for donating $8. Master Yoda, we love you, Master Yoda.
Super chat party.
Super chat coming in.
MJF, WrestleMania bathrooms and more must see.
Ladies and gentlemen, he has eclipsed 100,000 followers on Instagram. You've got to follow Instagram of Botch Club. We're going to check that video out in just a few. It's going to be crazy. You had a pretty big guy in the comment. Shout out to the guy who was in the chat. Yeah, we had a pretty big Dragon Ball YouTuber in the chat. Yeah. He does Dragon Ball content.
I want R-Truth to cash in Money in the Bank on Cena.
Oh, that would be funny. Julio Guzman, thank you for the $1.99. Well, Luke Rojas would recognize Dragon Ball Z YouTubers in the chat, right? That's funny. Shout out to that guy. Luke Rojas knows all the Dragon Ball Z stuff. And we give away Dragon Balls on this show.
I've been going to wrestling shows for over 30 years. Never in all that time have I ever felt, until last Sunday, that my security, my safety, my life was in danger at a wrestling show.
Joe, why was my other dono skipped? The second one went through but the first one didn't. By the way, am I able to get unblocked? Why didn't The Rock show up? That would have helped the match.
The Rock obviously must have had prior commitments, and it explains, like, we thought that maybe The Rock was busy doing something else, and that's why he wouldn't be here tonight. And that's why he wasn't going to wrestle Roman Reigns. But also maybe it was just he couldn't do the build. But yeah, he wasn't here at all, so I'm sure it's got to do with movie stuff, you know? The Rock does movies. What are you going to do? You know? So, Hacksaw, thank you for subbing to the channel, man. What's up? Yeah, between your donation's probably going to play later. I think you donated early, and some of those first donations got like revolved around, so you'll probably see it pop up later. Even though you donated it hours ago, you're probably going to see it in a little bit. So you'll see it come up in a few minutes. Just out of order, that's all. Mirov with the $9. What's up, Mirov?
Having 2 nights of something is horrible for the people at home, and breaking kayfabe is also bad for the product. Business is business by my interest isn't the same like it was years prior.
Yeah, this was not as good tonight, Mirov. I mean, like, there's no doubt about it. Like, there was, this WrestleMania was not quite on the level that I think a lot of people wanted it to be, regardless of what you think, you know. Jennifer Muppet Baby has become a member again. Thank you, Jennifer. That is 43 months. Hey, Jennifer, it registered your shit again, so you didn't lose out on your memberships. It told me 43 months for you, so it fixed it. So how about that? We're going to go to the Discord now because
stupid. Then why have Stone Cold there at all?
Because I would have been repeating last year.
What's up, boys?
We got mad about
Let's all fight. Let's fight about this shit. Where's Luke?
Shit,
bum.
I'm telling everybody.
We owe Dave Meltzer an apology. The Rock did not show up at all. Not even in the main event. Fucking lame.
Good.
Axel Bonilia. Well, wait a minute.
He didn't need to be there.
Wait a minute. So he said that the Rock wasn't going to be there. Dave Meltzer said that.
I don't fucking know, but he didn't need to be there.
Okay, why didn't
fucking liar? It's not even funny.
Why didn't he need to be there? Why didn't he need to be there, Gargats?
Because they would have done the same thing they did all the damn time when people get mad. They say, "Oh, well, why can't these people just, put over everybody and not go out there and be nostalgia?" Y'all said that last year.
What did you just say? No, wait a minute. So wait a minute. If The Rock was here, he would have came out.
Done? He would have came out and interfered.
He would have came out and did some of what Travis Scott just did, right?
Yeah, that's perfect. They had Travis Scott. They had some fucking Mark S. Jabroni.
Okay, so you would have been. You think it would have been? It's better that Travis Scott have done that rather than The Rock.
Hey Joe, can I tap in with Gargoods? Because like I have maybe a bit more piece of understanding of what he's trying. So the first thing, like I was telling the guys before you hopped on, first, I think that it was incredibly important that The Rock didn't show up because this is a continuation of the Cody story. I'll go back to that in a second. Now to piggyback on what Gargoods just said, I personally think that even if The Rock would have came out, people are so fickle that they would have got on here and been like, oh man, the main event was okay, but it was still just fucking predictable as hell. We knew The Rock was going to come out. So there is no winning in this situation.
Yeah, but I guess I don't see like, I mean, but we all knew somebody was going to come out, and it ended up being Travis Scott. I think it would have been better if Travis Scott had come out. If Travis Scott had come out and then he didn't quite get it done, and then The Rock came out and then The Rock did get it done, which is basically what happened last year, but it didn't work out for The Rock. But this year it does.
Because The Undertaker came out.
Right, but this year nobody would have come out. This year nobody came out to help.
Now, here's what I suggested, and I was hoping that they did do it, but I see they didn't. I was telling the guys, I think that.
Wow, Cena's such an asshole. Like, okay, so Cena's in the press conference right now, and he just ripped off Cody's metal things on the belt. He ripped them off and he threw them on the ground. He's such an asshole.
By the way,
You know
fucking
when he
spinner
came
belt
out.
tomorrow. Spinner belt.
I guess I wasn't done with my sentence. I mean, you know.
All right, go ahead, Jim.
No fucking way they bring back spinner belt.
Yeah, spinner belt's coming back tomorrow. It looked way too pristine when they showed it last week on SmackDown.
Was it red? It looked
What
red.
the fuck does that matter? Look too pristine.
Like it looked brand new.
All right, Jay Menace.
It did look brand new.
Jay Menace has got to finish what he was saying literally before he was in the middle of talking. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say that I was hoping, and what I think would have added to the match is I was hoping that Travis Scott would have taken some type of extreme bump as like some get back for Cody from what happened at the Elimination Chamber. Like going through some fucking flaming tables, fucking pushed off the stage, like something.
Well,
you know, just
the crossroads. That's all it was. That was it.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like if they would have something hit them with chairs, bro, anything. Somebody hopped the barricade and attack them, like just anything, bro. Anything. But they've added that's the one thing that I would change about the main event. I would have had Travis. He would have had to take some type of crazy bump. And it would have had to have been from Cody. And that would have been kind of his get back on him.
Right.
That's on added for sure.
And then let's say that would have happened. You know, where was the ref at this time then?
Knocked out?
Knocked out again? Yeah. Well,
that's why he knocked out twice. You know. This is what I hate about refs. You get knocked out, then you get back in the ring, you don't see the dude doing his fucking heel shit, and then you cover. Like I don't like that.
So I like it. Here's my theory. Here's my theory though on the shit, because I think that a lot of people are missing the point of this, and they're getting upset at the lack of people not showing up in the main event. I think that this entire story is more centered around Cody's lack of desire him not wanting to be that guy. Like none of this would have happened if he would have just joined with The Rock, of course, according to the storyline. So this match wouldn't have happened. Him being in this situation wouldn't have happened. Even the little tussle with John Cena and him not wanting to use the belt. All of these things are turning back to be Cody's fault. And I don't want to blame like the fan reaction he's getting on necessarily being his fault. I think that's more of his booking. But you could even look at that as an aspect of where all of these things are happening because Cody won't do what's necessary. It's like he doesn't have that Seth Rollins in him storyline, of course.
Well, it's gonna happen someday, but not right now.
Oh, well, John Cena's retired.
Oh my gosh, Cena's not retiring. He's not retiring.
Who's not retiring?
John Cena's retiring. He's retiring with his belt. It might not be this year, but he's retiring.
Wait a minute, who's not retiring? What?
They saying Cena not retiring.
He's not retiring. They all say this shit, and then they don't.
Yeah,
retire.
but dude, that's the whole fucking point. Is he said that they all say that, but he's not saying that. He's for real.
We'll see. We'll see in December.
Who cares?
He retires.
I'm glad it happened the way it did, because last year I called it. He's turning heel and he's gonna win that belt, and you guys all fucking thought I was crazy. Now look at me now.
I don't know who said you were crazy for that. Well, for heel, yeah, turning heel, I think people probably called you crazy for that. But good call.
And the 17th time. No, you don't think that was gonna happen? I told you Ric Flair's gonna go down because they don't want that fucking shit on him because of all the shit that he's done with his dick and fucking Stewart in his mouth and shit.
And he went to AEW too. He went to AEW as well.
Yeah, so they're like,
oh
fuck
god, I love that. That's probably what Triple H said. He's like, fuck Rick.
Yeah. After a while.
Can I say this real quick? Cena just did his press conference, right? And everybody asked him questions. He's like, that sounds like a clickbait question. And he walked off. Like, I love Cena.
Yeah, he just looks like he's depressed doing the press conference. Like he really doesn't want to be there. Like, I don't want to be here doing this.
Yeah, he probably doesn't, because he's probably our last beacon of hope in terms of like, this shit is stupid. Why are we doing a press conference for a fucking wrestling show? This shit is dumb.
All right. Well, anyway,
at least not the biggest heel on the goddamn show. Like, you know, if you want to have the commentators or the You know, you want to have your backstage crew going around interviewing fucking jobbers. Fine. You want to ask fucking Santos Escobar how he feels about Dominic Mysterio winning the belt. I'm cool with that. But you got this man that is going on the biggest run of his goddamn career, essentially, right now, and you asking him about some fucking fake shit when we all supposed to be pretending that there's some real shit. Get the fuck out of here.
And fucking, by the way, Pat McAfee might have ruined everything by saying John Cena was going to be on his show tomorrow. So it was like, why would you have John Cena on your show tomorrow unless he's going to be fucking champion? But we all knew he was going to be champion.
Yeah, he could be on the show for any reason. He's John Cena.
Yeah,
but
I mean,
probably.
Yeah, it's definitely it could be a giveaway, but I mean it's not. It's still ambiguous. You don't know if he's going to be champion or not. But I do know what you're saying. I mean, normally you go to Disneyland or something. If he was going to Disneyland tomorrow or Good Morning America, then I might be like, oh, he's definitely winning. But Pat McAfee, I don't know. Rojas, are you here? Do you want to say something? Because a lot of people here, and I know you've been texting me the whole show. But what do you? You can't be. You cannot be happy. That other guy that yelled at you yesterday is going to be furious with how pissed you are.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm out of energy.
Wow.
Because that WrestleMania was deflating. It was a deflating ending. So it started off really, really exciting. I really liked the triple threat. I liked that street fight. The Fatal 4-Way was even good, even though it ended the exact same way that the triple threat ended, which, back then you would have gotten in trouble for that because it's like, what the fuck? You took our fucking finish, but whatever. And that Logan Paul versus AJ Styles match disappointed me so much. And I told Joe that
we called it that Logan Paul was gonna win. Oh no, you wanted AJ Styles.
I told you Logan Paul was gonna win.
I don't care. No. I don't care who won. Because I think AJ should have won, but that doesn't matter. That match was supposed to be a great fucking match, and it was a great waste of time. So first of all, the build up to that match sucked. But then they have the audacity to have a fucking promo package for this match, like we're about to see fucking Kurt Angle versus Shawn Michaels, like the greatest fucking match of all time. Like seriously, watch the promo package.
It was really good. It was a great promo package.
And
you know what?
Iconic legacies going after it. Dude, but there's that stupid promo package, and then you forget the fact that like a fourth of this feud involved fucking Brandon Schultz or whatever the fuck his name is, the stupid unfunny comedian that was in the thing.
Schultz.
He did not
Andrew
look
Schultz,
good.
Brandon Schultz. They're all the same.
He was not good. He had no facial. He looked awkward out there.
He was fine in the segment. He's just not funny to me because remember Michael Cole was like, well, or no, yeah, Pat.
Is he the brass knucks guy? Was he the guy with the brass knucks at the end?
No. That's the guy that they always have come out. The comedian is the guy who. Remember, Michael Cole was like, oh yeah, he's about to lose his life. When because his special was like the Netflix like This Is Your Life.
Oh,
This Is My Life.
I remember that.
Yeah, that guy's
funny.
He was fine. I just don't like it. I don't think he's funny at all. But anyway, they have this badass promo package for this match, and then you forget like, oh yeah, the build up to this match was shit. There was no build up to this match, and then Karrion got involved like way too early. It never kicked into second gear. They were just doing moves. It was so fucking disappointing. How come AJ Styles doesn't perform like he used to?
Because
Joe brought up.
I did tell you that yesterday. He can't perform anymore like he used to. That's what he said on his latest podcast with Chris Van Vliet. He says that he really hides it, and he's like, Logan Paul's way better, and he was hyping him up. That's why they had that lackluster fight.
But like, I don't even think it means like athleticism. Like just putting together a match.
He gets okay. Well, he gets tired a lot. Is what he was saying.
Man, I'm not. I'm sorry.
Like, isn't he damn near 50? Right.
I just
so he gets tired a lot.
Gargats, what I'm seeing of the flaws in the match have nothing to do with him tiring out. It's the fact that the matches just like kind of fall flat. Like they just end up doing moves. Like AJ, it's like AJ's psychology of the whole match is messed up now. And Joe brought up a good point. He hasn't he said that he thought that since his match with Lesnar, AJ really hasn't had a good match. Now I think he's had a few since then, but like You look at 2015 or 2016, especially when he came into the WWE, he was having all these fucking great matches through 2016 and 2017. And then it's like, as soon as he has that match of Lesnar, like his match quality kind of goes down. Like he had kind of like a dud of a title reign for like a year. He had some good matches with Daniel Bryan here and there, but like every other like big WrestleMania match hasn't been that great,
Well, I mean, this WrestleMania overall tonight was better than the first night. We agree, but was the overall WrestleMania? I mean, are you ever gonna? Did this feel like a dud to you? The whole WrestleMania?
It was a dud. Yes.
Wow.
I fucking love. I love both nights.
I watch.
Wow. You love both nights?
Really?
I'm not even bullshitting, and I'm not even trying to like sound or come across contrarian. I really like both nights.
Okay.
Wow.
So the girl who got hurt by Stone Cold just tweeted out.
You're just being positive to be positive.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. The girl that got hurt tweeted out. The one that
out. She's on Twitter and she's tweeting, "I had to leave the stadium. I am okay. I am sad. I will fill you in later. For now, finding."
Is she suing or no?
But wait a minute. She didn't leave. She didn't leave. She was in the main event. I saw her in the front row. Did she leave for like a briefly? What happened?
She posted she was at the comedy thing with Tony. She's watching the end of the Cena match.
Okay, so she's going to file her. She's traumatized, but she's going to file her suit after she's enjoyed the roast.
Oh yeah,
she's. By the way, are they airing?
They probably gave her tickets to the roast. For
are they airing that thing?
Yeah, she's going to have.
No, it's not airing.
No, that's fucking stupid.
Yo, the roast is going to be crazy.
Oh my God, dude! Have you seen the memes of because the Triple H statue, we made fun of it the other day. Well, now there's just tons of these fucking Triple H with his eyeballs bubbling out of his head. Look at this! Look at this! I'm gonna die.
That shit shouldn't have happened.
Nothing happened to her though. Nothing happened to her. She faked like she was hurt.
They probably just gave her tickets to that shit. And
if that's the case, the guy in the orange was more in trouble. Like he was the one that was head on where he hit.
Yeah, she had a better sales job than half the wrestlers tonight.
Yeah, first she goes, "Oh my God, is everybody okay?" And then she suddenly went, "Oh wait, and fell down. And then went,
"She ain't getting nothing." But I don't think we're seeing Stone Cold for a while.
Yeah, I don't think he's.
Hey, don't look at the body of the shit. Look at the tire. It hits her. It hits like right next to her.
Yeah, he did his straight.
It hits the LED board in front of her, like blocking her.
Yeah, he LED board in front of her with the tire.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then he left the fucking thing there. So
was that like a Sunny?
She didn't get hit though.
A Jimmy Uso or was that a Jeff Hardy?
She didn't get hit, but she could have gotten hit. But Gargots, here's the thing: she could have gotten hit, but from what Joe's saying is that she faked pretending to get hit. So even if she did, and she does have even if she does have liable cause to sue, if she does that, she's still kind of like scummy in a way because she's just pretending to have like been hurt or traumatized or whatever the fuck.
Even Michael Cole went to go check on her.
You'd have to prove there was an injury. No, Nick Khan went and checked on her too. The fucking big boss
was
man
there immediately. That shit was crazy.
He showed more emotion. He showed more emotion there than when Triple H said he loved him.
I think she shit her pants, and that's what I think she realized she shit her pants. I think that's what happened, and then she was like, "Oh my God!"
Yeah, she got starstruck, literally.
Yeah, and so she wasn't mad. At first, she was like, "Oh my God, is everybody okay?" Wait, I shit myself, and then she got angry because of that. That's what I think.
Yeah.
You know what? If it was me, I would just say, "This is awesome. I got hit by Stone Cold Steve Austin. I'm gonna live with this."
I would have milked it a little bit because then maybe Austin is like, "Hey, bears on me forever," or for whatever, or maybe he would have said like, "Hey, whatever." Maybe let's see what they do for me if they think I'm hurt.
That was the gayest Stone Cold.
I didn't want to do it. I didn't want to do the impression. I didn't want to do it.
If only Deborah had that mindset, right? Oh my God, I just got hit by Stone Cold Steve Austin.
He had to have been drinking before he even came out, though. Like, there's no way he doesn't crash.
That's why it took him 10
sober.
minutes to get to the stage, bro.
Guys, I had no idea Becky Lynch came back. I just found out on Twitter. I missed that match.
I called that one last night too. I said Becky Lynch.
I was hoping it was Paige. But
fuck no.
Becky's cool.
Paige can't wrestle anymore.
And I
kept thinking
Becky Bailey.
I kept thinking people were going to turn heel.
She just said on the press conference she's going full time. She just said this on the press conference.
Oh,
she's going full time.
She brought the
guild
with
her. Sky winning. I called fucking Becky Lynch coming back. I said, damn, I hope Drew McIntyre wins because it's fucking stupid. It's been going on this long.
That's all I say. He won.
And I even said Joe Hendry. Joe Hendry's going to come out. It's going to be. I just said it kiddingly. Like, watch. It's going to be Joe Hendry.
Garguts is like Nostradamus then.
Fuck yeah.
That's crazy.
Dude, I love that with Joe Hendry, though. I cheered so loud for Joe. I cheered.
Yeah, 100%. Randy Orton is the GOAT, bro. He just gets me, bro.
Dude, well, here we go.
David said it'll be a 5-minute match.
Here we go. There's more to come. It's Mirov.
So give me the both of you.
Back Mirov.
He wants your soul. Then the Rock. He wants your home.
Yo, what's up? I'm in the chat, by the way.
It's
in the chat.
Mirov.
I donated.
Where was The Rock tonight? He was nowhere.
He wasn't at the show.
The ending was
No, he's
lackluster
filming.
and awful.
Like right now, he's
Cena
filming a
talking
movie.
in the match a lot and guiding Cody too much killed the match as well. Since it's Cena, I will let it pass, but the match was bad. No, Rock was also bad fun business.
Yeah, but I mean, like I said, like if Rock was going to be there, he would have wrestled Roman. That's why he was never going to be here.
I've been going to
And
wrestling
so it's
shows
like,
for over 30 years. Never
Isn't he filming a movie?
in all that time.
Yes, that's why he wasn't there.
Until last Sunday.
Yeah, that's why he's not there.
Security, my safety, my life was in danger at a wrestling
People
show.
thought he was going to be here, though, all year.
Night 1 and Night 2 was trash. This wasn't WrestleMania to me. I didn't like the outcome of the triple threat match. They should not have killed Bianca undefeated WrestleMania streak for Io Sky triple threat streak. That was stupid booking.
Well, Rise of CJ, thank you for the donation. I didn't mind. I was actually glad that Sky won, I guess, I suppose, because it was good. Like,
I said they might have the belt.
That might have been the best match tonight.
yeah, I think
Io was
it
the
might have
right.
been.
Io was the right decision, honestly.
It was Braun. Braun was the best match, hands down.
bro,
Like he fucking threw himself at people.
That was cool. Yeah, Braun Breaker was like a human fucking frisbee.
How the fuck did he throw himself at that guy? Like he went from one side of the ring, like one side of the.
Becky Lynch pulled the Naomi and attacked Bayley backstage to be Lyra's tag partner and win the tag titles. Lol.
Oh, man, that'd be crazy. Yeah, Becky Lynch pulled the Naomi. Ridiculous.
Each other, and they might just push that when Roxy comes out tomorrow.
Thank you, Main Event Ace. Yeah.
Ooh, you think it was Roxanne?
Yeah.
Maybe.
I like that. I fucking like that because it's so fucking stale if it's Becky. They just did that shit with Jade. Please don't do that.
Yeah,
again.
that's what I said. It's so stupid if it's with if they just did that with Jade. So it's like it's got to be Roxy, dude.
Yeah. A lot of repeat
Why
stuff.
would they do that with Becky? Like Becky
Yeah,
just
wouldn't make
became
sense.
champion. Like you turn on your partner. What is this 2017 Raw where Ambrose turns on fucking Rollins after they win the titles? Oh, the night Roman announces he has
But
cancer.
it's Roxanne though. I know it's gonna be Roxanne.
Roxanne.
It probably is.
I've been
She's
going to
awesome.
wrestling shows for over 30 years. Never in all that
Randy
time have I
Viper.
ever felt
Here's your
until
dono.
last Sunday that my security, my safety, my life was in danger at a wrestling show.
Glad to see overhyped Cody Rhodes lose the title and get absolutely booed out of the building. What was that goofy mask he wore in his entrance? Gandalf looking. Why they make Cena not kick out of first Crossroads makes him look so weak.
I guess because the referee was down. Like it's like a plot hole. Well, the ref was down because they got to make Cody's move look strong. I mean, they don't need John Cena's doesn't need to look strong. You know, he already is John Cena. Oh, this is your other dono, Randy. We almost have as many votes on the poll as last night. If you guys want to vote on the poll, go for it.
It's great to see Cody lose and getting booed at Vegas, that overrated wrestler. They shouldn't have made Cena look weak by him not kicking out on the first Crossroads. Night 2 was way better than Night 1. Don't you think? Fiend.
Randy Viper, thank you, man. That's probably your old one you thought didn't play because you repeated the dono, but kind of the same. Philly B in the chat says, I'm 1,000% convinced Travis Scott is a Make-A-Wish kid. That's crazy. Holy shit.
He might be.
He living the dream then, though. You know, he's getting to beat up people with his hero, so
didn't
congrats.
He kill someone?
After he beat up Kylie Jenner.
No, he didn't kill anybody, but somebody died at his concert.
He did slap around Kylie Jenner, though.
Oh, yeah.
Shit bomb.
She deserved it.
This Mania sucked overall 5/10 40 way better trash.
Wow. WrestleMania 40, way better. This is a 5 out of 10. Alex Oli is not happy. Thank you, Alex. Love you, Alex.
I don't think anybody's happy with this Mania.
I think Cody needs to go back to being a heel. I think Cody needs to go back to being a heel.
What the fuck are you talking about? Will you fucking stop with that? Will you stop with that? What do you mean he needs to go back to being a heel? When was he a heel in the WWE?
Not in the WWE. TNA.
Why do people keep?
Yo, Joe.
What? No, let me explain. Why are you saying that though? Why are people saying that? The guy didn't want to be heel in AEW, even when people turned on him. He was refused to do it. Why does he have to go back to being heel? He's the most over guy in the company.
Yo, Joe, he's gonna be a heel. Watch before next WrestleMania.
You might be right, but
wasn't he a heel?
I'll believe
Friday?
it, dude. No, he wasn't a heel Friday. What are you talking about?
Well, hold on. He did his Bullet Club shit Friday when he took Cena out. I thought that was him teasing being a heel.
It's sometimes y'all worry me. I don't even know.
I'm
if
gonna
y'all,
pass out.
Paying attention to what's going on.
I'm gonna pass out. This guy is not. This guy, they're working their balls off to put Cena over as this amazing face, and they don't even need to because he already is over. But yes, he could potentially flip to heel, but I'll believe it when I see it because Cody does not want to be heel, and he's the number one merch guy. It's not even the money. It's just, but that's number 2.
Yo, Joe, I'll donate for next WrestleMania. Joe, I'll donate for next WrestleMania $100 if Cody doesn't turn heel.
Okay.
Mania?
Yeah.
Next WrestleMania.
That's a good prediction.
Next year WrestleMania.
What if you're homeless next year?
I'll still donate $100 too.
I think honestly the only way Cody turns heel is if everybody turns on him. Seth, Sammy, all the friends backstage. I think if that shit happens, it gets to him, and then Randy pushes the coffin shut, and that's what makes him go heel. That would make me go heel.
You're gonna make me go heel in a second. You keep this up. Let me tell you something. Let's play another dono.
I've been going to wrestling shows for over 30 years. Never in all that time have I ever felt until last Sunday that my security, my safety, my life was in danger at a wrestling show.
AJ Styles is literally cursed at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
The man cannot have a good match for some reason. Cody looked more like a bitch than Gunther yesterday. Where the hell was The Rock to interfere? Roman be like, how the hell did I lose to this bitch last year?
You know, Pacharo, it's true. I don't know what it is, but at WrestleMania, it's not because he's old or because he said he's getting old or whatever. He's just always puts on these matches at WrestleMania that are kind of like he was there. I forgot about the match, but he was there. He doesn't have good matches at WrestleMania. Oh shit!
Oh,
There's 100 right there.
In the spot all day.
Yo, that was painful.
From Mr. Mammoth. Holy shit!
Oh, it's in your bunghole. Whoa, it's in your bunghole. I want it stamped in my bunghole. Whoa, it's in your bunghole.
Audio Jungle.
The Rock was too busy for WrestleMania, but not for Elimination Chamber? Lol. Okay. I marked out for the Dom win. And what was with the lackluster entrances this year? Felt like Raw most of the time.
I'm so glad you brought that up. We are going to talk about the entrances in just 1 second, but before we do that, I think he was at Elimination Chamber because he had the time. He had the time at Elimination Chamber to be here to contribute something to the show, and that was to launch this whole thing, and then Travis Scott and that sort of thing. That's all it was. He had that time free. It was perfect. Let's do it. But I can't be at WrestleMania, so that's really all it is. He wasn't available for WrestleMania.
Yeah.
But
thank you for saying that, because this narrative of like The Rock not being there and people, the way people are talking is almost like they're trying to say like he didn't want to or something like that.
Yeah, like, it's not. It has nothing to do with that. It just has to do with, hey, movie stuff starts, then I can't make it to Mania, but I'm free during Elimination Chamber.
Mania was a
I'll
bigger
come on and do that.
disaster than the Challenger.
Oh my God, Mr. Mammoth. Mr. Mammoth, thank you for the donation. Darth, Missouri, thank you for the $2. Let me put Mr. Mammoth up. You are now the top donator, Mr. Mammoth. The $100 bomb. You're on the top now, baby, and my privates are exploding. But let's talk about the entrances. The entrances were, Mr. Mammoth, thank you so much, bro. That was awesome. $100. But no, dude, the entrances were like. We said this last night, actually. It's almost like you're playing the WWE video game, and there's only so much you can do, but you can basically create a different little entrance background. Like, I don't know, they felt small. Like, okay, we got to do something. Here's a helmet. Here's a little thing here. Here's a little thing there. Everything was very, like, on a smaller level this year, it felt like. I mean... Yeah, the entrances were not memorable.
It probably has to do with because they had VIP seats on the fucking entrances. That's weird. On the stage and on top. So they couldn't do much pyro because you'll fucking catch these people on fire.
Well, now they use cold pyro anyway, so it's not like it's real anyway.
What the fuck?
That would have been funny, though. They catch people on fire. That shit's funny.
Yeah, that would have been an entrance. That's funny. You know what else is funny? When a gigantic, like a birthing unit catches fire and 7 kids go away. I think that basically they shoot off these like sparklers. I mean, like, yeah, he was like, oh, it's funny when they imagine them all dying and catching on fire, like in the fireworks.
Fire.
What the fuck are you talking about? Imagine a fucking a NICU unit going in flames. I think that they use like sparkles basically, like non-explosive fireworks, and then they play the sound. So the sound is being played like boom, 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 boom. Like it's not real.
At the Royal Rumble, they actually had fireworks on the other side of the arena, and it's inside of a tent, and that's where you hear the big booms and shit.
Yeah, so I mean, I don't know. I didn't know that. When I went there, I thought there was real pyro. I never thought I've ever seen anything but real fireworks and real pyro. I had no idea, but according to a lot of people, most of the pyro nowadays is like some sort of like finagled sparkler effect. Like they're shooting off explosive sparklers that just go shh.
It's like WCW.
Shh. Yeah, but they're playing noises, so the shh, but it's like, but it's fake. I don't know. That's what that's what I heard.
That's 100% no, because when I went to the Royal Rumble, I was sitting right there and I could see that shit happening.
Oh.
And they kept going into the tent and making sure that nothing was on fire in the tent.
Wow. That's weird. But it is what it is. Mr. Mammoth, though, thank you again for that $100. You are the top donator. We'll put you up top, man. That's a big one. It's been a couple of days since we've seen a bomb like that. Luke Rojas is so depressed. I mean, Garguts should have taken this shit to Vegas with his type of Nostradamus crap. I mean, he would have done really well.
Bro, I could play the lottery tomorrow.
You should.
You will not play the lottery tomorrow if you get a cheap ticket.
Shut up, you fucking you fucking Jackie Redmond fucking fat face.
Wow.
Taking a used condom.
Whoa. Bullfrog, were you happy with WrestleMania? What did you think about this WrestleMania?
I thought both nights were pretty decent. I was kind of let down that The Rock didn't show up because I would have paid more. If I was John Cena, I'd be like, hey, I'll give you $30 million if you show up to night 2.
$30 million.
Sell my soul.
Yeah, that's weird to me. Yeah,
no, hang on, because you're over here selling your soul. I want some fucking insurance policy and not let me down. I would have gave that fucker $30 million. Say, hey, I want some insurance policy.
Yeah, it's pretty bad that your only insurance was a high rapper.
Yeah, and he didn't really do much.
Yeah, I have to agree with Bullfrog over here. I think he sold his soul, and he should have got more of an insurance.
Yeah, it's crazy that that's all you had. A 120-pound rapper was all you had to back up John Cena for selling his soul. It was ridiculous.
Hey, but that's all he needed. I mean, you know what I'm saying? We got the
Joe, I was right about Cena winning tonight, wasn't I? I was right about that.
I mean, I told you Cena was going to win. What the hell? I mean, what do you want?
I told you last night that he was going to win.
Yeah, I told you Friday.
No, and I told you last night.
Okay, well, good job. I mean, I thought I'm not impressed by that prediction because it was pretty obvious on Friday night when Cody Rhodes crossroads Cena. It was like, oh, Cena's winning.
He crossroad him twice. It was back-to-back weeks.
Yeah, it was like, well, this is. I mean, they basically gave it away. I mean, you had a lot of people saying, oh no, maybe he is going to win because they've made you think that. You know, like that's how crazy it was. It was very predictable though. They went the old school route with things here, and it was very predictable.
Trump didn't show up. I'm surprised Trump didn't show up. That was crazy. I thought he was going to be there.
Yeah, that was everyone was getting all like a big erection about Trump being there, and then he wasn't even here.
What, does Alufala?
I thought he was. Oh,
maybe
not.
If he was, they didn't show him. They didn't mention him. Someone said,
they would have mentioned. They would have
showed
mentioned
Dana White.
Of the United States.
Dude, they showed Dana White, right? And Dana White gets booed.
Dude, they showed him twice too, I think.
He got booed.
Dana White got booed. He got booed, really?
I don't know
yeah,
why.
yes. It was funny.
Why? Because he's not Trump supporter.
That's weird.
It shows you the difference between MMA fans and WWE fans. MMA fans will cheer him. WWE fans will boo him.
Yeah, that's what I noticed too. Like, yeah, it's weird. That's weird. When did WWE fans become liberal cocksuckers? They used to be redneck retards. Like, what happened?
When they booed Hulk Hogan in Los Angeles.
No, that's not.
I think it's ever since. I think it's ever since Vince left. Everything has become,
No, I mean,
very weird.
I don't know. It's very weird. Yeah. It's very strange. Wrestling used to be full of redneck people. Now it's like, I don't know. It's weird. It's like full of the wokies. I feel like I don't know.
When they started pushing the women really hard, which is a good thing, but
pushing them off a cliff or. No, the women had some of the best. Honestly, the women had some of the best showings of anybody. The last couple of days, the women.
Oh yeah, definitely.
The women actually did a pretty good job. It was a lot of the guys' matches that were just like generic or whatever. The women really did a good job. Oh, look at this.
Styles is such a fucking idiot. Like, why can't you just pick up the brass knuckles and fucking knock Paul out? Everybody wants it. Everybody wants it.
It looks like everybody's gonna be. It looks like everybody's gonna be turning heel this year.
Well, Luke left to go kill himself. He is not.
Well,
happy.
I mean, anytime Cross is involved, they turn heel. I'm waiting for the Sami Zayn heel turn.
I'm waiting for Sami Zayn to go to Baghdad and never come back.
Super chat party.
Julio Guzman with the donut.
El Gigantine said this mania sucked.
Well, I don't know who that is, but pretty much I think most people agree. I don't think people are very happy with this WrestleMania, just as a whole. Like, I mean, it's not.
Yeah, Joe, I'm going to bring my rating down to a 6, honestly. I went to a 7, but I'm going to go down even lower.
Wow. This was the better night, though. This was the better night. Last night,
Yeah, it was a better night for sure.
Last night, 19% amazing. Just slightly better tonight.
Super chat party.
Y'all like it.
El Gigante said this Mania sucked.
Thank you. Well, that looks like you donated that twice, Julio. Julio, buenos noches. Mi madre.
I'll give it a hard 7, Joe.
I bet you would. I'm gonna bet that's really a limp 7 centimeters.
I feel like the wrestling was good, but I feel like it was just like it didn't have enough storytelling in general.
You raised a piece of shit.
Cody should have been allowed to get some more offense in the beginning, in my opinion. Cena clearly doesn't have the stamina to have a great match in this stage of his life. Even other wrestlers his age have done better.
Thank you, Poop Tart. But I mean, didn't Cody get a big flurry at the beginning, and then it switched? I thought like that's what happened.
No. Well, yes and no.
Bro, did I not watch the same show?
Is a moron.
I don't know what. Yeah. I thought that's exactly what happened.
Fuck you, pale glue face looking ass bitches. Y'all watch white men in underwear beat each other while the black man is being held down. We'll not no more. We are gonna take this shit back, and him coming to beat your hick ass in Black Mountain.
Oh.
You fat fuck.
Oh my God, he's back. It's taking it back for the black. The $3 donation. He's back after all these years. Taking it back for the black is back. Unbelievable.
My brother.
Shit, Bum. That's Jay Menace's wife.
Remember when Tommy gave Mania 36 in 2020 during the COVID era in his words a solid 10 and you lost it, Joe?
Yeah.
That was one of the funniest things of all time. Tommy the dumb fuck always saying dumb shit. Also this year's Mania both nights combined 5-10.
Wow, 5-10s combined for Pussy Lips McGee, another OG coming back to donate. We got to look up that WrestleMania to find. Do I have that reaction on there? Let me know. I'll look it up.
Like,
because
bro, am I tripping? Like, am I losing my grip on reality? Because I watched both of these nights. I don't feel.
What'd you rate it, Jay?
I thought last night was terrible.
I'm giving it. If I had to combine both nights into one score, I would give it a 7 out of 10.
That's not bad. That's not bad.
That's not that. That's not crazy. I don't think that's crazy. I think to combine both nights, I would give it a 6 because I gave 5.5 last night. I think this tonight was a 6.5. So I'd probably say that this WrestleMania was overall maybe a 6 out of 10, maybe.
I'm around whatever. Yeah, I'm basically around that as well.
Yeah. So
yeah, I'm not giving it a 7. If it was a 7, it would have been really good or something like that. I'm giving it a 6.
But to me, it's like, and again, I'm not trying to argue anybody's opinion. It's your opinion. Y'all are more entitled to have it. Don't get me wrong. It's not that. It's just when I'm hearing what y'all are saying, it just seems like unfulfilled needs or some shit. Like, I don't understand. Like,
no,
what?
With me, it's just I didn't think there was a lot of good matches. I'm looking for good matches and good, like, whatever. It's not necessarily what they did. Like, I don't have a problem with anything creative that they did in the main event. I thought tonight was fairly predictable with the main event, and I thought last night's main event was very predictable. So I think that's the problem. So that's the unfulfillment there, is that, okay, last night's matches weren't very good overall, and then the main event was super predictable and predicted. Now tonight, had much better wrestling throughout the night. That's why I think tonight's show is better. But then in the main event, okay, Cena won like we thought he would, and then but also there was no like fun bonus thing. It was just, nope, Cena wins, F you, the heel wins, and we're out. And so because, like, last year had The Rock and The Undertaker and all these crazy things, people are looking for something extra, I think. I'm not. I'm fine with it, but it was predictable. So predictable ending last night, predictable ending tonight. That kind of sucks.
Yeah.
But the ending was predictable last year, and everybody liked it. That's where.
No, I think there was just more wrestling and more story going into last year versus this year was more like the wrestling didn't really resonate with me this year. Like Cena didn't make it as entertaining, And he was talking a lot in the match. He was like guiding Cody to like every single thing that he was gonna do next.
But literally,
but Cena didn't wrestle last year.
Everybody kept saying last year that the build was garbage. So I'm like, what?
No, but I'm saying when you look at Cena,
It does. That's why they have that segment on Botchamania. You talk too much. It's always John Cena fucking guy.
Yeah, I mean, but for me, I want to see more. We
And
know
if we're talking about like the story and shit. What story do you want to tell? The story is that it's talking about Cody.
I'm saying we know it's scripted. I'm saying we know it's scripted, but might as well, like I feel like he should just be more quieter in the matches. Like he shouldn't like talk as much.
He's been talking for 25 years.
But do y'all see what I'm saying though? Like if you mean to tell me that's a takeaway from what we're saying, then the show couldn't have been that bad. Like it's like I want John Cena to not talk as much in his matches.
I want John Cena to wear different shoes or stop wearing Jordans.
Yeah, it's like it couldn't have been that bad then. There's no way. If that's a true criticism and that's how you honestly feel, then this show couldn't have been that bad.
I mean, there was a lot more, but like, I'm not gonna be as negative.
Oh yeah, you don't want because old boy will show up and he will tell you about yourself. You don't want that smoke.
That guy.
Yeah, you don't want that smoke. I'm telling you right now, sir.
Well, honestly, the entire WrestleMania was very predictable from start to finish. I kind of guessed every match of how it was gonna end, and I don't like when it's overly predictable, personally.
Well, maybe you're just that good.
So can somebody like give me an alternative? So like, if you could have booked this, what would have made it better for you? So maybe I can, because I'm trying to see it from you guys' perspective. I'm not saying anybody's wrong. I'm just really truthfully trying to understand.
I feel like created
less predictable stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, so but like what? So then what would that constitute? What does that mean?
Make it unexpected. Make it
okay. I understand what unpredictable. I understand the definition of unpredictable. I'm saying, what would you have done then?
Okay, I'll give you one. Randy's opponent could have been Kenny Omega.
Okay,
we're not even being realistic right now. We just
that would have been crazy.
So, but like, you got to be. Are you telling him he's got to be realistic, or are you saying anything can happen? So, like, because what is that?
Well, obviously, in the confines of what we have to work with, because like, I would love to see a in their primes Terry Funk and Jerry Lawler fight right now. That's not going to happen. So, like, what? Like, let's keep it in the realm of what could actually happen. Please.
Right. Yeah, Kenny Omega's not coming out.
It could have been Nick Aldis or.
Yeah, if Kenny Omega comes out and wrestles Randy Orton, yes, it would have been probably better than
most
Joe
people. Most people thought it was Nick Aldis,
shit?
so I mean that would have been predictable then.
Yeah,
exactly. I fucking said, hey, might as well be Joe Hendry because he's been doing everything in WWE coming out, NXT, Royal Rumble.
In the end, I loved it because I laughed my ass off, dude. When he hit him with that,
same here.
When he did that stupid turnaround look and the camera zoomed in, and then he got RKO'd, I was fucking dying. I thought that was great.
That shit was great.
That right there is why Randy is my favorite wrestler ever, because he's like one of the few people that could do some shit like that and he not look goofy too.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not even a big Randy fan, but but you know what I mean. But he's exciting sometimes. He has these exciting little moments here or there. But I'm not a big Randy guy. But I loved it. So I thought that was great for Randy. So that was perfect. 20 years. They were trying to like promote this new tagline last minute, like Randy Orton's 20th year. You know what I mean, in WWE or something like that, or WrestleMania. I don't know what it was. But so that was fun. That was good. And so I really liked how it was a completely different thing than they were going to have. You know, they was going to have this big brawl with Owens, and suddenly it became more of a gimmick, like a attraction.
5-minute match. That's all they needed. 5 fucking minutes.
Yeah. And I bet I liked this more than I would have liked the whole Owens match.
Dude, it's fucking Undertaker all over again.
What does that mean?
Like Undertaker and Cena was 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Well,
that's a good match though.
Yeah, but I mean. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think it's that though. This is, a jabroni.
I think I kind of get match. I get what you're going at, but also I think that moment in and of itself, that shit is going to do a lot for Joe going into the future. I don't know if WWE is planning on bringing him in, in a more permanent capacity, but shit like that is what gets you, on the road to being a future main eventer I mean, he already, I guess, is a TNA.
Yo, you saw his entrance, bro. Once he comes to WWE, oh my god,
It's gonna be crazy.
Dude,
gonna be serious.
him and Gunther are gonna go at it. They have a big feud since MLW.
Yeah, it's gonna be cum sandwiches everywhere.
They must have faith in Joe Hendry because like they let him be at Mania as TNA champion. That's a lot of faith right there.
100%. 100%.
There's a Royal Rumble, but
even Joe Hendry, 100%.
He did good at the Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
I think the craziest thing would be if he actually won the Rumble. Like, how would that fucking work?
Well, I'm glad. I don't know. I'm glad he didn't win the Rumble. He's kind of a jabroni right now, but that's okay.
So, Joe, I have a question. I was asking the guys, and I want your opinion. So I was talking about how in the same time span, like Jey Uso has had his kind of like babyface run, and then Cody. What do you think? And if it's just storyline, then it could be that. But what do you think is the difference in how Jey has continued to be cheered, even though he's had bad storylines as well, versus Cody, where the fans just seem to naturally turn on him? What do you think that?
Well, Jay's like an idiot clown or something. So like he's just likable. He's really likable, but not for the same reason that like you got to understand why the people are liking him. People are liking Jey Uso because he's just fun and he's likable in like oh, you know, he's kind of a goof and I like that. You know, and he's got a thing he does, the yeet thing. People get to do it with him. So he's got a connection with the crowd because of the yeet thing. And he's somewhat he's likable and seemingly he's got a smile on his face. People like that. So all those reasons, he's not, the crowd is not seeing him as a champion, awesome guy, nor do they necessarily want him to do that. This is not like, this is not like Kofi Mania or Bryan Danielson's run, where it was like people wanted him to become the champion. Like, I don't think people necessarily wanted Jey to become the champion. They just wanted to have a party with him. They wanted to have fun with him. They liked him. And I think the people know that. So, like, it's a weird understanding that people have. There's a certain amount of believability that they have with Jey Uso. And part of that can be reflected in the merch sales and that sort of thing. Like, in the end, I think right now Jey Uso to me is just the entrance. It's pretty much just the entrance, and for his personality, he's kind of likable. But for Cody Rhodes, it's beyond that. It's the entrance, the whole package. It's him in the ring. It's his connection with fans outside the ring. It's what he says, and it's also that he's likable. But both guys are missing things. Like, there's a lot of things that they're kind of missing. Like, Cody Rhodes is not the best promo, right? Cody Rhodes at his best usually hits a 7 or something on a promo scale. I think Jey Uso on his best could probably maybe hit a 6 or I don't know. Like, Cody's better. So Cody's a little better on the mic. Cody is better in the ring. And overall presentation, in the end, Cody's a little bit better as well. So all you're left with is Jey Uso is much more stripped down. Jey Uso is like a hit single by a band or a pop star that's pretty good, but they have 1 or 2 hit singles. Cody Rhodes is like a band or a singer that comes out with a hit album. That's, to me, that's the difference between the two. But if you just looked at it quickly, you might think, well, what's the difference between these two guys? Why is Jey so slighted compared to Cody when both of them are now champions, or not now, but they were champions, and the fans seem to be behind both of them? And, it's just A and B. That's all it is. It's A and B. It's Cody sells more. Cody can do more. And that's really what it comes down to. Cody can talk better. Cody can wrestle better. And so all those little bits make him a little bit better naturally. And I think people really know that, even though they're cheering for both guys.
Okay.
Sorry, I went kind of too long there, but,
No, it's okay. I mean, that's kind of what I asked you to do.
I've been going to wrestling shows for over 30 years. Never in all that time have I ever felt, until last Sunday.
What's up, Doomed?
That my security, my safety, my life was in danger at a wrestling show.
Probably at WrestleMania 42 in New Orleans they'll have a tag match, Bret and Stone Cold vs. Shawn Michaels and Triple H. Also I met Norma twice in Las Vegas in 2023 and 2024 but Garguts only met her once.
Haha. Doomed, huh? Thank you for the $3. Yeah, we got to pull up the clip. There's a clip from the Hall of Fame the other day. I meant to make a video about this, actually, where, Triple H, or Bret Hart says during the speech, there's a lot I'd say, but, they've only given me 2 minutes, so I think I'll pass it over to Stone Cold, And he basically seemed dejected and depressed. Like, Bret Hart, and he kind of always looks that way now that he's older, but Bret Hart seemed annoyed, like, yeah, well, there's a lot, but I've been given 2 minutes or whatever, and so he was annoyed. And then he just goes, so Stone Cold can take the other 2 minutes, and then Triple H shook his hand, and this was off camera. Someone caught this, and Bret's like shakes his hand and then goes, yeah, like
he rolled the shit out of his eyes.
Yeah,
like
it was like an insane eye roll on Triple H. It was crazy. You know what's crazy about that is Triple H has lied to Bret before, and Bret Hart goes around saying that Triple H kind of sucks and is not good in the ring, really, and when has he ever had a good match and all this other stuff, and yet, Triple H is happy to bring him in and put him there, and not really bring that stuff up. And then Bret is happy to come there too, but then Bret is also happy to roll his eyes at Triple H, and Triple H is also happy to tell a legend, hey, yeah, you got 2 minutes, but later on tonight I'm going to go out there and I'm going to deliver my Hall of Fame, and it's going to be 1 hour and 7 minutes long.
Did you notice?
And you get 2 minutes.
When Bret Hart came out, he looked like he was about to do his own speech, and then the glass hits, and he looks back and he rolls his eyes like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah,
so I thought he was gonna have 2 minutes, and they didn't really say shit.
I think
so.
He
do y'all
was
think
annoyed.
that there's a realistic chance that they're still fucking with Bret Hart, like after all this time? Like, is that
after AEW?
Is that possible?
You have to believe to an extent that it's a possibility. I really don't know, and I don't. There's a part of me that wants to say I don't think so, but the guys out there constantly saying, when is Triple H is not really a good wrestler, when has he had a good match? Name a match. Like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, you could make the argument that. I could see Bret Hart or anybody saying, Triple H is one hell of an entertainer, and he's a great wrestler as far as he can go out there. He knows exactly what to do, but he does a lot of repetitive stuff. And if you watch the matches, a lot of it to me is fairly repetitive in what he does. So there's not a lot of matches that are bad, and there's not a lot of matches that are blow you away good. But he has a lot of these just really like ring general great, well put together matches, and you can go out there and have an easy match with the guy. But like I could see Bret Hart saying something like that, and I could understand what he's saying. But for Bret Hart to say like, oh, Triple H just sucks, like, and he's never had a good, like, Shawn Michaels, and I think Shawn Michaels and Triple H during the SummerSlam match when Shawn Michaels returned, I think that's one of my favorites.
Oh no, Joe, to your point, what I was going to say was, honestly, you can make the argument that Triple H has more classic matches than Stone Cold and The Rock combined.
Wow. Okay.
And now, most of them are with Shawn Michaels or The Undertaker. I will say that.
Yeah.
But,
quite honestly, Austin, and it could, a lot of it's because of his neck and other things like that, and he changed his whole move set, but Austin, Austin became a different wrestler. He became a kick, punch, kick, clothesline, slam, and that's really it. Like, but because Austin, we all know it. Austin had a phenomenal couple of matches with several different people over the years, but then when it got to WrestleMania 15, by then Stone Cold just kind of went out and kicked and punched and stunned. He didn't have these.
Because of Owen Hart breaking his neck.
Well, because of his neck.
That's literally what Joe just said, like 4 minutes ago.
Phenomenal.
I'm sorry, fucker, you need a sandwich.
Like yeah, well, I'm sorry, we're doing a show. Pay attention, cocksucker. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh my god.
Jump the border. So no, I Gargut.
I don't have money.
I love you. Kiss it. No, but I think that because obviously Stone Cold had a great matches with Bret Hart. He had some great matches with in the King of the Ring tournament. He had good matches. He had a great match with Savio Vega, several Savio Vega matches. And, back then, a lot of those matches. And, Stone Cold had a pretty good match with Shawn Michaels at WrestleMania 14. But again, his neck and Shawn Michaels' back.
That Bret match at 13 is a classic.
And then exactly. That's
you could kind of argue that 14 with because he wrestled The Rock at 14, right? Am I tripping?
Shawn Michaels at 14.
14. Okay. So you could kind of argue that the Rock match at 15 was iconic. I don't know if I could even say classic. I mean, and that's why I posed the question the way I did. Same thing with the Rock. Some of his classic matches are with Triple H. So you got to add those to Triple H's tally too.
Yeah,
and Triple H had damn good matches with Stone Cold.
Yeah, I think that Stone Cold is a lot more like Triple H actually, as they're like Stone Cold's matches and Triple H's matches are way more similar after Stone Cold breaks his neck. Because Triple H did a lot of that, it's a part of the times, right? It was a lot of we start in the ring and then it goes to the outside quickly at the beginning, and then we wrestle out in the crowd, and then we come through the crowd over the barricade, then we go down the ramp, and somebody body drops me on the ramp or on a steel thing,
on the fucking concrete.
Yeah, and then then you get hit in the head with a drink or something, and then you get slingshotted into the post. And then you get back in the ring and start wrestling again. Then later on, the referee gets knocked down and somebody hits somebody in the head with a chair. And then McMahon comes out. I mean, there was a lot of that, at those times. So, but I think Bret Hart's just a little bit unfair. And then I think that they kind of, I think it was kind of an insult to not, to tell Bret Hart 2 minutes. It would have been better if they said, Bret, we're on kind of a schedule, but at the same time, we don't want you to miss anything or whatever. So you have 10 minutes, and you guys can take 10 minutes and do whatever. If you can try to keep it 10 minutes, cool. But what do you think about that? But to say you got 2 minutes to Bret Hart is kind of crazy. And I think he got pissed off by that, obviously, and he looked pissed. Anyway, I don't know why we brought this up. I think it might have been a donation or something, but oh shit.
Hollywood is cooking.
Garguts is here. Jesse's here. Luke Rojas, the Monetize This Champ, is here. Serious Stroke Game.
Give me the both of you. The Rock, he wants your soul. Then The Rock, he wants your whole.
Smell it.
If it wasn't for wrestling and tacos, I'd off myself.
Oh my God. If it wasn't for wrestling and tacos. Oh my God. You are Garguts.
What kind of taco?
Yeah. Let's.
That's the first thing. What kind of tacos?
I really do want some tacos, Stroke Game. That is. My gallbladder would not be happy, though.
You fucking mark.
Gustavo Bracho. Thank you for subbing to the channel, man. Gustavo, thank you, man. Yes.
Did you have anything that you wanted to directly get back to, Joe? Because I wanted to kind of touch on the AJ Styles Logan Paul match.
Bullfrog is a moron.
Oh, this one's for you, Bullfrog. Oh, Bullfrog, is he still here?
Hi, Bullfrog baby. Here, take my dildo peaches, open that fat ass up for me.
Oh my God.
Whoa.
Well, that's Jackie Redmond. For the people in the chat that don't understand, there's a guy that calls the show. His name is Bullfrog. He's kind of a meathead. And he is getting messaged by Jackie Redmond on Google, and he believes it really is Jackie Redmond, or at least he did believe it. Now I think he finally figured it out, but I think he was going to have his liver harvested on the black market. Haystacks Monet just became a member. Haystacks, man, thank you for becoming a member, bro. What's up?
That's what that noise is. I thought it was you always doing that.
No, that's a new sound for the members. Thank you. Over 15,000 people have stopped by the show tonight, and thank you guys for doing that. As we continue to roll on WrestleMania, your thoughts, our thoughts. Donations, we're playing them. We're trying to catch up.
Super chat party.
Chat party.
I think the international touring and talent wanting new gear more often has led to Mania getting smaller, more like just another PLE to us.
Well, I mean, what? Why would that have such an effect on that? I don't get that. I don't get Haystacks Money. Thank you. I don't get why the international touring would have an effect on that. I mean, it is weird that like they've taken away the stocks from a lot of employees and they've taken away some things from employees. When they continue to grow and get bigger, why are they taking away things? But yeah, I just think that the entrance stuff tonight was, I mean, it still was good and it was a lot of stuff. It's a big show. It's a bigger show than most other shows you've ever seen. I mean, you know, we're acting like it was some, but there was something about it that felt scaled back or scaled to a lower.
It didn't feel like WrestleMania. It felt like a better version of Monday Night Raw.
Well, I can't say that because they don't have this type of stuff on Monday Night Raw. You know, like they don't have, you know, Evil Knievel's bicycle friends on Monday Night Raw. You know, so it's above that. But
absolutely.
But it's just that. What the fuck is that noise?
The hell? Wait. Oh, I thought so somebody making a point, or like, are they just done talking now? Or like, what's?
Oh no, I'm just done talking.
Okay, I know. Oh, he's not a they. He's a guy. It's not a they. He's a guy. Oh my God. Z-Pain. Oh my God, Jesse's jacking off.
Somewhere just beyond my reach. Someone reaching back for me. Racing on the thunder. And rising.
Yo, what
with
kind of a
the
fucking
heat.
donation is this? Holy shit.
Oh yeah. Oh, it's time to go.
Hero. I'm holding out for a hero till the end of the night. And he's gotta be strong and he's gotta be fast. He's gotta be fresh from the fight. I need a hero. I'm holding out for a hero till the morning light. And he's gotta be sure.
It's the man himself. It's Z-Pain.
Larger than life. I need a hero. I'm holding out for a hero till the end of the night.
WrestleMania 92. I'm being generous. 7 out of 10. It was awesome to see Joe Hendry, Return of Becky. I fucking love Lyra, she is fucking sexy and a badass. I hope she goes for 3 belts. I did enjoy the Drew's foot against
I did enjoy Drew's foot against Priest's head with the chair. Yeah, that was great too. I also like when he threw the chair at Drew's head and it like fucking ricocheted right off of him. It was insane.
Shit was nuts.
You know what's funny?
I predicted that Slayer was gonna be Damian Priest's fucking entrance.
That was pretty awesome, bro. We got Slayer. That was
sick.
You know,
because I was like South of Heaven, of course.
Wait, you predicted that too? You predicted that too?
Yeah, you must have missed it because everybody was fucking talking.
Are you fucking kidding me, Garguts? You expect me to believe all this? You predicted everything about this WrestleMania?
I said it on my show later on.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did, Joe.
You said Slayer was going to be here?
No, I said somebody out of the company was going to fight Randy. I said Logan Paul was going to win. I said Cena was going to win.
No, but I'm talking about, man, the fact that you're getting down to thinking Slayer was going to be there is pretty fucking crazy.
Because it was a rumor already.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah, nobody saying that. I feel like you're lying to me right now.
I will eat your mother's hole. Sorry.
It was fucking Slayer.
Unbelievable.
Yo, I thought that was
Slayer.
a donation for a second.
Yeah, no, it was just me screaming like Tom Araya or whatever, right? What's his name? Araya, something.
Tom Araya,
Tom Araya, Kerry King, yeah, from Slayer.
Gary Holt, and I forgot the drummer's name. Gary Holt's there because the drummer died. The second guitar player died a long time ago.
Yeah.
Jeff Hannon.
I killed him.
Ooh, I guess you're cancer.
I am a cancer.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Oh yeah.
So what else did you want to say about that match?
Not so.
Yeah.
So again,
AJ Styles, Logan Paul. You wanted to talk about that?
Yeah. Again, I feel like I'm a minority here.
You are,
but
no, you're not though.
No,
you're not. You're actually not.
No, but to me, man, guys.
You are a minority.
No, we gonna have to sit down and have a powwow. Maybe like next time a pay-per-view is on, I need to find a way to do like a watch along with you guys because I just don't get it. I think that the match with Logan and AJ was really good. It started off slow, and it continued to build. I like the story they were telling where Logan was like kind of getting bested by the veteran AJ. And the commentators put over the fact that, once you do something to Logan Paul in the ring, he kind of adapts that into his arsenal, and then he'll use it against you. So I thought that was excellent storytelling. I like that Karrion Kross came out again. I thought that he was going to be Randy's opponent just because he's from Las Vegas. I thought that they were going to have him, be his opponent. But, so having him come out, calling AJ by his fucking real name, like, Alan, please hit him, bro. I'm like, all right.
I will just tell you this. I think that what they did was cool, was nice or whatever. But I think the reason why I'm never going to be happy with it is because I'm like Luke. I was hoping for a really good, 14-minute crazy wrestling match in which, AJ Styles got to do some stuff, but Logan Paul went nuts like he normally does. And really, Logan Paul just did a few little things, and AJ just wrestled regular. And so it really wasn't about having a great match. It was about just that story that they had going on, and which normally I would agree with is the way to go. But this was the one match where I didn't want that. I just wanted them to go out and go nuts.
Flip around.
And see what, I wanted that to be a video game thing or like big spots. And that's what I wanted out of that. But that's not what we got. So, what they did was all right. And I think it would have been better for a Raw. I did not like that for a WrestleMania match. So what they did. Yes.
Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead. No, it was off to me. I wasn't what I wanted, so I'm upset about it.
So to me, and maybe this is just my like fucking getting kind of older boomer mentality coming out, but when guys are in a kind of heated feud that's not about like sportsmanship, who's the best, these types of things where it gets kind of personal, the flippy dippy shit kind of takes it out for me. Now, I understand how, we got AJ Styles, we got Logan Paul. We're probably expecting them to do some geeky shit. Like, I'm with you on that. But the idea of these two gentlemen having an actual, like, problem and this needing to come across more like a struggle than a acrobatics routine, I don't have a problem with that. You know what I mean? Like, I understand that. So I guess maybe that's why I look at that match a little different. And I think that it was incredibly serviceable in doing that, along with the fact that, to me, I didn't really know. I had a feeling that Logan Paul was going to win just because he's Logan Paul. Like, he might be the new GOAT. But I'm so impressed with him, dude. Like, and of course, I've loved watching AJ Styles for over 2 decades now. So I'll never say anything bad about him. Maybe it's just my bias is showing. Like, I actually like these guys, so maybe that's helping with my rating. Maybe I'm a little more biased than I'm even leading on to the people. So we'll say I am very biased in a lot of these regards. But I really enjoyed the match. I think that it was well put together. I like the little bit of interferences. I like that they did introduce the brass knucks, but they didn't actually affect the outcome of the match, and Logan beat AJ clean. I also like that new finishing move that he does. That shit is fucking fire. I would give that match a solid I'd say like 2 3/4 stars out of 3.
I'd probably I'd have to rewatch that match. I don't even want to give it a rating. I feel like I give it a 6, but I mean, I'd have to rewatch it.
I think you'll like it on the second watch. Now,
maybe
I do agree with you guys where I could definitely see that being a glorified like Monday Night Raw main event match. Exactly, like them doing it exactly the same way. It just being in fucking September in Wisconsin. I could see it. I can't really take that away at all. But I do think that it was serviceable, especially for tonight's show. not necessarily attempting to overshadow anything, and being in the right place at the right time for this card to kind of lead us to where we were trying to go by the end of the night. I think it did its job very well. And again, shouts out to AJ. I don't agree that he's like lost a step or anything. Not like how I was saying last night with CM Punk. I don't see that with AJ at all. So I would have to, respectfully disagree with my cohort.
With your opinion,
I don't see it. I don't see it.
I
And
think he's playing it. I think he's 47, and I think he's trying hard not to get injured. Also, personally.
Well, he said that he can't go like he used to in that interview. So, and Chris Van Vliet was like, "Oh well, you hide it really well," and he goes, "Yeah, no, I fucking do." But I think, what if he was like, "Bro, I really can't go to like at all."
But my thing is, AJ not being able to go is still, or not going like how he used to, is still better than 80% of these dudes could ever be. So I don't really have a problem with that.
I mean, we said the same thing about Rey Mysterio the other day, and he fucking was injured. So.
Yeah, but Rey
fragile.
Rey Mysterio is like a. I see your point.
CM Punk too. CM Punk gets injured fucking every 3 months.
Yeah, but everybody that we're talking about right now, like first ballot, immediate Hall of Famers. Like if they die right now, they be in the Hall of Fame next year.
Kevin Owens, pretty old too. He's fucking fragile.
He's a Hall of Famer too at this point. At least WWE. I don't know if they'll put him in like the Wrestling Hall of Fame.
Oh my God! Again? Z-Pain's dropping 40 again. Are you ready to see this, Mirov? Get out pull your pants down and do something to yourself.
Yo, why is he jacking that stick off like that?
Z-Pain is unbelievable. That guy's flubber is rubbing the Sandman's taint.
Yo, he donated $2,000 this month. Holy shit.
Look at Z-Pain. This is furious right here. That's crazy.
I'm holding out for a hero till the morning light. And he's gotta be sure, he's gotta be soon. He's gotta be larger than life, larger than life. I need a hero. I'm holding out for a hero till the end of the night.
You gotta love it.
Also, if Cody was going to lose, why no blood? This felt like a mid-year main event. Maybe I'm a little marky right now, but come on.
I thought he was going to be bleeding when he hit his head into that turnbuckle, exposed turnbuckle. I thought that's where they were going with that.
I did too.
Yeah. So, yeah, that was...
And probably should have, because we didn't really have any color on Mania at all, really, besides, like, Tiffany kind of having that, like, bruise on top of her head. We really didn't have any.
Yeah, dude, that exact thing ran through my head. I said, "Oh, he's gonna get busted open," because there's been no blood, and this is the main event. And this is he's gonna get busted open and lose that belt. Here we go. So you're right. That's exactly what I thought, and it didn't happen. It would have helped.
I thought Travis Scott was gonna bleed a lot.
I would have
taken get him back.
I would have taken that too.
Instead, we had to listen to his music.
Yeah, that's the one. I think that Travis should have taken. He should have taken one for the team, bro. I don't know if they would have had to fucking powerbomb this man off the stage. Like I said, I don't know if they have Stone Cold come out there and hit him with the ATV, bro. I don't know. I don't care. But he should have had some type of comeuppance from the shit from Elimination Chamber. I'm gonna say Extreme Rules. Something, bro. I don't know, man. I think put him through the Spanish announce table, bro.
It would have made a lot of sense. Yeah, 100%. It would have made.
Have him have Cody down, and he's on the top rope getting ready to do a diving move, and Cody like runs over and pushes him. Well, Travis is really like he might not even broke the fucking announce table.
Well, that's the thing. He's so light, and those tables are different right now. They're weird ass tables. Those tables are like plastic children kitchen things you put together now.
But you know what, Joe? Because he's so light, that bump would have looked really nasty. Because you know, like when the table doesn't break and you hit it, it almost looks worse than just going through it.
I wish that Cody gave him the crossroads on the steel steps on the outside. That would have been nice.
Yeah, man, like something to where and have Travis get some color. You know, Just something.
You know what
somebody.
though? He don't look good, man. He don't look good out there. He would get hurt. I would almost think. Like I am concerned about him. Like I wouldn't be concerned about Bad Bunny. I wouldn't be concerned about obviously Logan Paul. I wouldn't be concerned about iShowSpeed or anybody like that. I think all those guys know how to like kind of like sell and also to take a fall and stuff like that.
I would love to see a match between Bad Bunny and Travis Scott at Backlash.
I would not like this. The Bad Bunny should win in 5 seconds.
You mean Bunny versus Logan, bro? That would be a better match.
Bunny versus Logan, not Travis Scott.
It wouldn't be nothing.
Travis Scott and Bad Bunny. Two
wait.
going at it.
It wouldn't be nothing but fucking baggy bell-bottom black jeans and fucking one gloves and shades everywhere, bro. I don't know.
That could work because they dated the same. They're dating the same. Kylie Jenner. She went from Travis Scott to fucking Bad Bunny.
No, she really did. Oh, that would have been the. Oh my God! They put her in a steel cage
That's
above
a story.
the ring. Wow. One speaks one doesn't speak English and the other speaks Ebonics. It's unbelievable.
And they both fucked the same Jenner.
See, I wish I could be on commentary with color commentary like that. We would be doing great.
Bad Bunny was Kendall.
You're gonna say that he didn't fuck Kendall too? Come on.
No, I just said that Bad Bunny was dating Kendall, not Kylie. I just said that.
Well, whatever. There's the same fucking Jenner.
Garga's never mind, bro. You're so fucking retarded.
No, I'm just saying it doesn't matter. What if the fucking story could be like, I don't know, you fucked my girlfriend and her sister.
Yeah, Gargas, because a man getting hit in his nuts wasn't enough to sell the content. So we're gonna bring in two people that we know that these fans not gonna give a fuck about and have them fight over that.
I mean, I give a fuck about Bad Bunny.
That'll sell fucking
Bad Bunny. Whatever he fucking says.
Man, Gargas, I thought you would have liked Travis Scott. Like all he did was sing about being a fiend tonight. I thought that was like your shit.
It was what is it? He gets those goosebumps every time. That's what fucking Michael Cole said when he
that was a fucking terrible line. I
fucking died laughing. I died laughing. I was like, that's fucking.
I thought we were kind of past that
for the
point
love of mankind. It was just as bad as that.
I thought we were past this with him, but clearly he still got some. He got some sugar in his tank still. He still got some fucked up shit to say. Mess up a whole goddamn mood, saying some stupid ass shit like that, bro. I couldn't do it.
I thought it was hilarious. Oh shit!
You know what? And to be honest, Travis Scott probably told him to say that. Real shit. He probably told him to say that, bro, which makes it worse.
Right. When I get hit, like just say I get those goosebumps every time or something. I swear, bro. He's all high and shit. He's all fucking smoking weed. It'll be good.
And you know what? You know who Cody really should have brought up? Cody should have went and got fucking Wale. Since he's always so involved in the scene and shit. Should have got Wale that came out there. Because they were both signed to wait, no. Yeah, never mind. I forgot. Yeah, never mind. But they still could have did something. They could have got somebody to maybe go get the lawyer from that concert where them people got trampled. Have him come out.
That would like some Waller in there. He's got some good songs for WWE.
Yeah. But I also gotta, let the fans know my bias because of course Travis Scott is a Houston legend as well. So I mean he literally 100% can't do any wrong in my eyes, and I love his music. So, I am 100% biased in this particular situation.
Gotcha. And I'm biased because Wale and I like Bad Bunny. But
yeah, I like those guys too. I'm just being honest. I just want the fans to know that the reason that I have these skewed opinions is because I feel some type of way.
Just thank God they didn't have like a celebrity match. How many times do we have to fucking put ourselves through that shit?
Yeah.
The Bad Bunny one was good, but he had help with Damian Priest.
But I mean, shit, according to how everybody's talking right now, it seems like they would have damn near preferred that over what we got.
All fucking Travis Scott did was a run-in, and it wasn't even a match. He wasn't part of anything.
And like the fucking Fuck Tua girl be Lyra Valkyria's partner or something, they would have popped for that.
Dude, she's dead now. Probably, I don't know. But
what happened to her?
Oh, I don't. She got. I don't know. She got canceled for making Haktua coins, and then canceling it out within like 25 minutes, and she made like I don't know $150,000.
Bro, you are not about to tell me that this fucking country ass white girl did a pump and dump on the
She
world.
did a bump and dump, bro.
You got head, bro. Is that real? Is that real?
Yeah. Did a pump and dump.
She got fucking canceled for it, and she disappeared from everything, even her fucking.
No, we are really in the Matrix. Like this shit is real. Like,
Oh, we are. I 100% every day see it. Oh yeah.
Are you fucking kidding me, bro?
Dude, she did that. She didn't even know what it was until somebody said, "Hey, this would be a great idea." And she became like this millionaire and shit or whatever. Within those 15 minutes of fame, got her $1 million.
So she ain't doing like the podcast or nothing. She just done being famous now.
She ran away.
She can't. Nobody can find her. Nobody knows where she's at.
Jesus.
She's probably dead.
Nah, she's definitely in some big black dude's basement by now.
Oh goddamn, yours?
Nah, I don't know.
Osama bin Laden's cave, bro.
Nah, that was explicitly stated in my contract for my new apartment. I could not have white women in the basement. That was like one of the things.
You know when a white woman comes up to you, starts crying, and tells you to help, you gotta do something.
Nah, you gotta run. You run the opposite way. Fuck that.
That's not what that black said.
That's how you end up going to
when
prison.
that Amanda girl escaped.
Man, I wish a white girl would run up to me talking about, help me, bro. I will leave that bitch where she is at, bro. You got me fucked up. Man, that hoe gonna die that day. You got me fucked up.
Oh God. So speaking about hot bitches and everything, Io Sky, God damn, she was looking hot today. What was that? And Rhea Ripley's titties were more plump than anything. What was?
Oh, okay, now Vargas, you straight up gooming right now. This went from a real conversation to like I don't even know if I need to say anything anymore. Like,
oh no, but it was a great match when they did the Razor's Edge and threw fucking Io into.
Yeah, bro. Now, but you know what? One thing that I do want to say about this match, because we really haven't talked about it a lot. Yeah. The first thing that I want to say is Io is completely underrated. And I really hope that a match like this will help her kind of get on that track. I know the real fans know that she's an excellent wrestler, but people overlook her all the time. And I don't like that. Same thing with Bianca. I feel like every time a situation pops up and people talk about their favorite female wrestlers, I never hear Bianca. And then the slight on her is always something so superficial that it doesn't make sense. It's like, man, you know, I like her, but she just got this like mousy face. And I'm like, bro, are you fucking serious? Like, what? Like, that's what you, like, that's it? You know what I mean?
Look like Jerry from Tom and Jerry.
See, that's that bullshit. Right?
But, I'd say that you're right on Io Sky. She's been around for a while. She's a fucking great wrestler. And I even said that she needed to win today to solidify her belt, have her belt reign, because Rhea's already had it. Bianca Belair's had it. It's time for Io to fucking reign as a champion for another, at least a year or maybe half a year. And show the fans that she's got it. And, you know, everybody like talks shit about her promos and you can't really understand her, but you could have did that with Asuka and we loved Asuka. Couldn't do that with the fucking Iron Sheik. We love the Iron Sheik. But, you know, I'm getting at here, like, she's a great wrestler and glad that she won. And it was kind of obvious because they're just going to give them her time.
Yeah, man. And Rhea, I think Rhea and Bianca are gonna, they're gonna always be somewhere in the title picture just because of their stature and how they carry themselves and how they're positioned. While Io, I can see if she goes a couple of months without being taken care of, she can easily start slipping down that card because there are so many young ladies or women, however they would prefer me call them, in NXT that are on the rise, bro. Like there's like at least 7 of them that are going to be main roster mainstays. They may not all be in WWE, but I mean, I think of like Kalani Jordan, Fallon Henley she's pretty damn good. Of course, my girl Jada Parker, Jakara,
Corner why?
If Nikita Lyons can get her shit together, she'll definitely at least be like a favorite on the main roster. I don't know if she's gonna ever win shit, you know. They got a lot.
The first one they're gonna be pushing, and I know that they're pushing her because everybody's been talking about it. It's Roxanne, and that's why the whole Bailey thing.
Roxanne too, of course. Yeah, of course. And she deserves it too, because you want to talk about like a fucking prodigy. That young lady, hey yo, she wrestled like she already been like she did this shit before in the past life, bro. She might be Fabulous Moolah or something.
She did. She started wrestling at fucking 14, I think.
Well, that makes sense. Yeah, that makes
Laredo when she was 16, 17, 18, 19. We were filming her over here, and she fucking blew the fuck up when she went to I forgot where she went. She went somewhere, and then she was signed somewhere. I forgot where she was signed to, but then she went to WWE tryout, and I was like, that's what's gonna. Oh, she was a Ring of Reality of Wrestling champion.
Oh,
and then they got her the WWE.
I'm upset I didn't know more about her then, because she down here with us and shit. I didn't even know she existed until she got to NXT.
Yeah, dude, I fucking used to film her in Heavy Metal.
Damn.
And now, dude, she was like, they called her the Prodigy too back then. So I'm glad that they kept it. But yeah, she was really young at wrestling. I think she even said that she lied to get into the school.
That's fucking hilarious. That's hilarious. Also, should we stop talking? Like, or is everybody waiting on us to stop talking?
I don't know. I don't know if Joe's here. I think Joe, you're here. All right, I guess he left it to us.
We made Joe die. We made Joe die.
So the EOS guy, going back to the we're saying about people that are going to come up really soon this year. Do you think that happens tomorrow? I'm pretty sure Roxy's going to come up tomorrow.
There is a Roxanne
tag team got to come up too, right? Because there ain't no fucking tag teams.
Yeah, maybe. But my thing is, do you go ahead and bring Roxanne up now? Because even though they have these mid-card titles for the women that I honestly, up until tonight, I really hated the concept of it. But now that I see that they genuinely do have a lot of talent, I'm like, all right, well, yeah, they do need them.
They have to bring in Roxanne now because she attacked Bailey 2 days ago, and they're not saying who it was. Bailey's just like, well, somebody attacked me, and they've been having a feud for a while. Now they're going to do the feud on NXT. Now they're going to do the feud on Raw, I believe.
Well, see, if that's the case, I don't hate that. I don't hate that. And she's basically finished up all of the business, her loose ends that she had at Stand and Deliver. So I'm not mad at that. I could see that. And I guess is that where we're going? Because is she going to be in championship conversation by like SummerSlam? Like, is that what we're doing?
I believe by next year she'll have a belt, and probably it'll probably be the women's Intercontinental belt.
Yeah, because I'm not gonna lie, like this tonight, and I know this let y'all know I really haven't been watching the weekly product. Tonight was my first night seeing Lyra or Lyra, however you say her name.
Lyra Valkyrie.
Yeah, this is my first time seeing her in live and in color. Like, I've watched her wrestle on the WWE game, so I know like what she does. But watching her wrestle tonight, I was like, man, she quick, she's snappy, she athletic. I'm like, bro, like she's fucking good too. So they got a lot of shorties up there that's gonna really be running shit for a decade.
A lot of shorties.
I mean, that's what they is. They shorties.
Yeah, that's true. And then I think Cora Jade will come up too as well.
Yeah, she between like her and Tegan Knox, bro. When I see them, I want the best for them, but I swear it's like every match that both of them have, even when they're not wrestling each other, it's just like, bro, somebody's gonna get hurt, bro. I don't know, and it's not like they're not being safe. I can't really explain it. It's almost like they have this reckless abandon with how they do shit. It just, man. Oh, and Tatum Paxton is another one that I think is going to be really big too. But
Taylor?
Not Tatum. Her name is Tatum. or Tatum.
Yeah, but there's a lot of I'm guessing the ones that the Hardys faced are gonna come up. I forget their names.
Oh, Fraxium.
Yeah, I think they might come up. What the fuck? And it's got to be like one fucking one dude, right? It's
Yeah,
gotta...
somebody was asking me about that last night. Where they were like, they lost the belts. Like, why did they take them off of them? I'm like, yeah, shit, they might be bringing them up because WWE needs all the tag teams they can get. And I personally, is there any way that we're going to get the Phoenix and Penta tag team, or are they just gonna say they on two different brands and fuck it? Like, it's just not gonna happen.
Are they in two different brands right now?
I thought so. Like, I thought Penta was on Raw and Phoenix was on SmackDown. Like, am I tripping or?
I don't know. I didn't realize that. Maybe.
Now, I don't know. If Penta's been on SmackDown, y'all put in the comments, let me know. But I know for a fact he debuted on Raw. I've seen him on Raw. I don't know if he's on.
Penta's on Raw. Phoenix is on SmackDown.
See, that's that bullshit, bro. They need to put them together and
They
let
probably
them have like a tag team title run for a year.
Yeah, they probably will, but they want to try them out on singles runs for now.
Fucking hey.
That's good.
Mm-hmm.
That's good for now. But Jennifer, my baby in the chat, says something that I've been hearing a lot about. NXT does have a lot of excellent fucking female wrestlers, and they can all come up at any second. But you got to have some that's going to stick to NXT because you're going to just drain them from their talent right now. Like they would always drain people. They would always get them to Raw or SmackDown, and then you have nobody left in NXT. So I think that these wrestlers are just going to stick around in NXT for a while, and they're just going to pick them up one by one throughout the year, or maybe two a year. I don't know. What do you think? Did he just mute himself? Menace? Well, I guess he did. Anyways, what the fuck was that all about? I guess his girl came home and started saying, "You talking about damn women again?" How the fuck do I stop looking at this? Sorry, I'm trying to look at the chat. Jay Menace, are you taking a piss or what? Guess so. Ethan Page needs to come up. I'd say that too as well. He's done really good in TNA. He's really good in the Indies. He was TNA Tag Team Champion. He was good in AEW for a while. I think that he should be on his way up very soon as well. And I guess that would be the singles player, right? The singles guy. But they can't have everybody come out on Raw all fucking, the entire thing. Like, so, I mean, they can't have like 4 debuts. So they're just going to pick one by one. And I think the Bayley one and Roxanne Perez are going to be like right there. Other than that, one tag team and then save Ethan Page for SmackDown.
I wouldn't hate that.
What's that?
No, I was saying I wouldn't hate that. I wouldn't hate Ethan Page on SmackDown.
Yeah, I wouldn't either. I'd like him on SmackDown, but because I feel like he would be away from Raw, right? Because is that where Braun Breaker is at?
Yes.
Okay, so like Braun Breaker's still building up his after his NXT shit, so it makes sense for Ethan Page to go to SmackDown, or anybody that's going to be one of those main eventers. Those motherfuckers though that had that fucking that 3-way match, that was fucking sick. Did you see that shit on Stand and Deliver?
Yeah.
I forgot their names, but god damn, the build up for that match, he was like, I think y'all forget that I can wrestle, and they push him out, and then he comes back with like a double neck breaker, which he completely missed on the left, but still, it was pretty sick. You saw that, right?
Oh shit! Yeah, that shit looked a little gnarly. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I was like, dude, that was a good build up right there.
So here's my question to you, Garguts, and anybody else if y'all want to hop in, chat included. Is now a good time to actually bring people up from NXT? I know this is a thing that we do yearly, you know, but based off of how much, and that's another, I'll say this real quick. I think that's another reason I think this WrestleMania was so good, because so much of the current landscape of WWE has gotten shifted into different directions because of WrestleMania. So do you think now is a good time to call up that many people, or do we need to get some things still settled on the main roster? Because we still got storylines all around, basically.
WrestleMania is the year, or this WrestleMania, after WrestleMania is where you kind of like start a new season, I believe. So if you call up somebody, they'll just do like a quick match, blah blah blah, and just get building on their story till next year. And even next year, they probably won't be around on WrestleMania. It'll be the next year. So I think it'll be a good idea to bring at least one or two people, not fucking everybody at once.
Yeah, I think that Fraxium would be really good for me. The only issue is I don't see WWE, and maybe I'm wrong because of the recent success of the Motor City Machine Guns. You know, like in my mentality is telling me that they're not going to see them as like a top tag team. They're going to treat them as essentially like glorified spot monkeys with a good position on the card. And I don't what? I mean, I can say monkey. You can.
Oh, okay, all right. I thought you were like Frieza, monkeys.
Dargas, you just made me slightly choke on my beer, bro. Don't do that. Pause. No Diddy. No Diddy. But yeah.
Anyways, yeah, I would like Fraxium. He's my dad.
Garguts wants to get fractured. That's really what he's telling you. He wants to get fractured.
Oh, you're forgetting there's one diva, there's one person that's already on the main roster from NXT.
There's no more
and what's her name? Roxanne Perez.
That's what Garguts is saying.
Bro, where were we been past 20 minutes?
Oh my god.
Oh, I was sleeping, bro. I was sleeping.
I was sleeping.
Don't come up here talking about we missed some shit and you've been sleeping. What the fuck?
Holy mother.
Spectral Citizen, thanks for being a member, bro. I think Luke's
Oh,
dead too.
Here he is. Put your donations on.
I turned him on, yeah.
Man, who the fuck is this guy? Who the fuck is this guy?
Dude. This is like, god damn, bro.
Yeah, Garguts may have to jump off a tower soon.
Bro, you on dope or dog food? Which one?
I'm on dope.
I've been going to wrestling shows for over 30 years.
He's on
Never
food.
in all that time have I ever felt until last Sunday
Randy Viper
that my security, my safety, my life was in danger at a wrestling show.
Fans boo Dana White, and rightly so, because he used to trash WWE. Still probably does, but is in it for the money. Don't think it's about politics. F Joe Rogan too. Joe Cronin is the best. Cena smiling, breaking character during match, so sweet.
During the match, really? I don't know. I didn't notice that. I did notice, when Punk did it after the match last night. I noticed Cena going up the walkway trying to like hold it in as he walked up the walkway with the title.
He wanted to start smiling so bad.
Yeah.
$9 for a fuck. Someone donated 9. I'm getting hard. I got 9 inches inside of your wife. $9. I'm shooting semen to the ceiling. I'm coming and my balls have turned blue. $9.
It's Latverian Savage. OG.
Cena winning his 17th title on Hitler's fucking birthdays tells me all I need to know. White fucking power, God bless triple KKKH.
Wait a minute. It's also fucking 420 where you smoke weed and Easter.
Every day.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Easter 420, Hitler's birthday, triple KKK. Unbelievable.
I'm gonna leave this
What the fuck, dude?
I'ma leave this
Oh my
briefcase
God.
right
Who was that? Oh, it was
I'ma leave this
Latverian
briefcase
Savage.
right
Well,
here.
here's Tim
I'ma leave
Drake.
this briefcase right here.
Are the Jets going to win the Super Bowl this year? Tim Drake. Let's see. The Jets or the Pats?
Run, you fat bitch. Run, you fat bitch. Run,
Tim Drake.
Speaking of that, is Allison Tuckwalk okay? Nobody. What are you gonna do?
She's never okay.
Don't you think I'm a fucking terrorist? Run, you fat bitch. Run, you fat bitch.
Haven't seen this in a while.
I know, right? That's just an old school building. Her fucking fat tits.
Run, you
with a cigarette.
Bitch.
I would
That's your
donate more,
girlfriend,
but
Dark Eyes.
ex-girlfriend took most of my money. Quick question regarding the TNA champion showing up. Mr. Cronin, do you think it would be possible to have a TNA invasion storyline in WWE? Just like in 2001?
Well, that one sucked, so I would hope it would be not just like the 2001 because that was so terrible. But Tim Drake, how does your ex-girlfriend take most of your money? How does that happen? She's not a wife; she's an ex-girlfriend. Quick question: TNA Championship. Would it be possible?
He got her knocked up.
Right. Well, yeah, no, I mean, he said ex though, so he knocked her up and then she took off, and now he's got to pay her. I guess that could be it. But yeah, no, I don't really. I don't care for it, but I mean, there's so nothing going on right now that I'd almost be open for it because they have nothing going on. And the WrestleMania build was terrible. I can't imagine what the week-to-week stories are going to be now. Like, they couldn't even excite me getting into WrestleMania. What the fuck are they going to do to excite me now? So I almost say, fine, whatever, do it.
WWE, it would be okay, but you actually brought up a good point with the counter programming. And I don't know how that would work. Can we really trust two companies to have cohesive storylines going on?
No. This is what you do. WWE TNA one night stand. You bring it back. You don't need any storyline.
Both of them doing the ECW pay per view.
Yeah, that's all you need to do.
That sounds like an ADHD on the pole match, right?
That's what it's gonna be. That's what it was back then. There was no story built for that shit.
That was the problem.
Yeah, that's why it was terrible.
I like the one night stand. What the fuck? Wait, which one? One or two?
No, the first one was fire.
First one was fucking fire, dude.
No, but Joe is talking specifically about the invasion, though. That's what he's talking. Yeah, the reason it didn't work is because, of course, the WCW didn't have all of their full guns available. Well, I said WCW. Y'all know what I meant. Like all of the talent wasn't there. But
if they did it the way ECW did in what 94, was it 94 where they were in the crowd and they just came in and fucking just kicked everybody's ass? I mean, that was pretty cool. Yeah. That's about it.
Yes, some little thing would be fun or whatever, I guess. But I don't care too much about it regardless.
Hey, Bullfrog is a moron.
Oh, Kathy Kelly. Kathy Kelly 69 is donating.
Fuck you, Jackie Redmond. When I find you, I will fuck your pussy so hard to the point where your pussy will flow with so much blood like the Red Sea.
Oof.
Love you, Bullfrog.
Wow. Kathy Kelly.
Now that WWE has bought AAA, can we finally have like a decent cruiserweight division, or is it just too many main event guys?
No, because I think they're going to exist down there the same way they do. I don't think anything's really changing other than WWE owns that
is a moron.
territory.
Scissor me, Joe!
Fuck you, Gargusts. I will fuck you up.
Wow, Bruce. That was Bruce Jenner. Fuck you, Garguts.
See, I told you not to talk bad about that
lady man. The lady man.
Yeah, I gotta watch out for Bruce. He can fucking run fast, and he can from a car crash.
Yep.
I'm about to say he drives pretty fast too.
Yeah, that's why he runs fast from the car crash. Run fast from the car crash.
See, now that's what I'm saying, bro. Stone Cold, he pulled in his inner Bruce Jenner and had to show the people, the good people of Las Vegas, that you can be arrested for a DUI if you do it on camera. Like that is 100% a factual statement.
Yeah,
bro. It looked like he was gonna do one more lap and then that's it.
Imagine if he got launched off the ATV into that crowd, like he was getting launched and he held himself. Imagine if we saw Stone Cold go flying off the ATV.
Goes, oh hell yeah! He's fucking a few people
he fucking shoots himself in way over the balcony and shit.
Dude,
my thing is actually surprising, and not that I'm wishing for it, but it's very surprising that something like that hasn't happened before.
Yeah.
Or maybe it has, and it just hasn't been on this big of a stage. But I don't really recall anything quite like this. I think the Undertaker had like an issue with his bike before, but
yeah,
I think this like more like I think it like stalled or something.
Yeah.
It wasn't like a.
I said this the other day about the ramp. I said, man, they got to be careful coming down that ramp. It's shallow. It is not wide. It was like
40 feet,
dude,
or 25 feet.
No, I mean width. I don't care about length. The width is very shallow. You can only fit like 2 people side by side on that ramp.
We gotta have girthy ramps going forward. Only girthy ramps.
Look at the ramp where the Hardys came back and they came down that big ass ramp in Orlando. That ramp was fucking huge wide. This ramp was shallow.
Remember the presentation was like a bunch of people coming down.
A roller coaster. It was a roller coaster.
Yeah,
right. That's right.
But yeah, no, that ramp was like 2 times the size of this ramp, and so that ATV didn't have a lot of spot. But I didn't expect him to run into the guardrail. But I mean, dude, he was flying around there. I was like, what is he? I was thinking that I was getting worried watching him do it already, and then sure enough, there it was. He crashed.
His ass guy used to.
You make these corners
driving that bitch on the farm, bro. He thought he had more time. You know what I'm saying? He thought he had more room.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was like, everything's too tight over here. Like it's not as big as it used to be.
Yeah, it's not like on the you know what I mean, when you're driving around the desert, it's the thing rolls and drifts a little bit on the dirt. This thing is sticking to that mat, like stick.
And why didn't they fucking? I guess he just said, "Oh fuck it, the crew will get it out." He didn't want to back it up and shit. Like, what the fuck was that all about?
I don't know.
Because he was drunk.
Yeah, I think that was his out in case like they were like, "How could you crash this?" Well, damn, something happened. It locked up or something. I don't know. Like that was his thing. Like, oh no,
I didn't do it. It broke. I broke it.
Now all that I want is like to be the fly on the wall when he just like eats shit out there in the desert. So, goddamn, son.
Well, the craziest thing was how everybody wanted Stone Cold to be there last year. Everyone wanted Stone Cold to be here this year, and he's gonna come out and do something. And then the funniest fucking thing ever is Stone Cold just comes out to tell people the attendance, but before he does that, he crashes into the wall and freaks out a lady in the front row, and just the whole thing is just a fuck up. Like that.
Now you know what though? Now that he's done it, they should plan around this and do that every year and just make it like a bigger and bigger spectacle. Like
he just crashes shit.
Yeah, Stone Cold just runs into shit every year, bro. Like,
oh yeah, dude, that would be badass.
Yeah, next year they should plant a person and then have them fall over the thing, and then he runs them over. That'd be great. Yeah, I'm down.
It should be Coach Man.
Yeah, he gets in the ring. That stupid son of a bitch seen me coming.
Teddy Long, like he almost did that one time. Dude, I like that stuff. Dude, when the fucking glass hit, you heard everybody fucking erupt.
Yeah.
What's he gonna do? And he's like, 63,000 attendance. I was like, great. There was more people yesterday than there was today. Did you notice that?
I also think that they weren't even as loud as you think, because I think they were like, what is he doing coming out now? Like, what is going on? Like, I think people were kind of like, what?
I was listening to it on fucking through Discord, man, and it was fucking loud. You couldn't hear shit.
It
like
was
you
loud.
You had to hear like Michael Cole and fucking the commentators shouting over everything. So I think today they made it a little bit louder, but yesterday
I feel like the crowd was a little more lively today than they were yesterday for sure. Or maybe they did better like miking them, or
I think they
whatever the situation.
Fixed the mics or they just turned them up.
And also, when did people start singing Randy Orton's song? I mean, I know he's had the same song for over a decade. I get it. Like, when did that happen?
I think since like Saudi Arabia? No, probably not even Saudi Arabia. I think it was just recently, last pay-per-view, maybe 2 pay-per-views ago.
I ain't gonna lie, the funniest shit in the world to me was everybody singing like the first verse of his song, and then once the second verse came on, nobody was singing anymore. I'm like, yeah, you motherfuckers. Like, y'all don't know this whole song, goddammit. Don't try to sit here and act like you do. Camera wasn't panning to nobody.
They were just like,
God damn it.
Let me tell you something, man. I ran that bitch over, and I didn't give a damn. That's the bottom line.
Bro, but did y'all see that Becky Lynch made a lady fucking cry when she came up?
No, like in a bad way or like in a good way, or
no, she was crying like fucking Michael Jackson was performing. I can't.
Okay.
I honestly didn't believe it.
Okay.
I didn't know Becky had that effect on people.
Bum. Joe, I am in the chat and I just wanted to say that I want your children.
Jesus.
Yikes.
Is that Mundo?
I don't think that's really King of Hueco Mundo. I gotta be honest.
No, that's the dude from yesterday.
Mundo's never donated in his life.
Right. Well, Triple H did just say that Money in the Bank will air in Los Angeles on the same day as NXT and AAA Worlds collide. I don't know what that means. Like, what, they're all going to happen at the same time, or?
Well, he needs to worry about his fucking daughters being on a 10-year plan.
He's on a 10-year plan. Is that what you said?
Yeah, he needs to be worried about that. He fucking worried about running 3 shows.
Thank you, Tony Khan, for giving Punk the best in the world back to WWE. TK was very kind to hand the best in the world back to the best in WWE.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Gold Standard. I think he's thanking Tony Khan for sending CM Punk back to WWE, I think.
100%.
Gold Standard.
We're all really grateful.
Well, he didn't send him back. He fucking left because of that. They used real glass. And then when Drew McIntyre and Damian Priest used real glass, he didn't say a goddamn thing about it.
Right.
Well, because he ain't walking up on either one of them and just throwing hands. Like, I can tell you that right now.
And then he's got one more fucking wrestling federation to fucking be in, and that's it. He's not in anywhere.
So all you need to know is that when CM Punk gets power, he becomes Vince McMahon, basically.
100%.
There you
also,
go.
2 quick things about AEW. A couple of weeks ago, we were asking where the fuck are the Young Bucks. Now nobody is happy with what they're doing, and say
I'm happy.
I know. And then second, where the fuck is Jack Perry? Like, is he just?
That's what I said the other day.
Yeah, he's gone. It's a big waste. It's like they hate this guy. They wasted him. Like, he wasn't. Like, the biggest, just like that guy. I'm telling you, Tony Khan was so angry at him, and then he thought he had to do something with him because of it, and then I think he got re-angry, and then was like, you know what, fuck him, actually. Because I think he blamed. I think if AEW went on to continue to be really good and get better and better, I think he would have been out there, because Tony Khan would have been like, all right, this actually helped us. Like, you're great. Like, but he sees it as like, you fucked everything up, and things are going bad, and now things are going bad. I blame you. I think that's what's going on.
That's the saddest part, is that things are going bad, and he potentially could be looking at Jack Perry. It's like, you're the reason for all this, and not all of the other nonsense that has obviously contributed to it. We're just going to find the easiest scapegoat and put it on him.
Yeah. No,
So
really,
you'll become Perry soon.
Yeah.
That's really how it goes in life, though. You do what you can, and then when shit goes left, the people that are responsible for the shit just start blaming you because you're around.
So, 2 other funny things that happened today. Well, I guess yesterday. Yesterday, the fucking green shirt guy was the bell keeper. The fuck was that all about?
He was?
The timekeeper? Yeah. They had him there's pictures of him doing the bell.
Are you sure it wasn't like before because there was a WrestleMania experience thing, or I don't know if it was an experience thing or the press, but they let a lot of people go and do things like Chris Van Fishfillet, for instance. He took pictures in the ring. He took pictures at ringside at the bell. He took, stuff like that. So,
yeah.
I'm, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know if that guy got some special thing too, because he's
special thing for like one match. Yeah,
No, I don't mean no,
probably.
not during the match. Was this during a match?
Yeah, it was during the match.
Oh, that's not. I thought you were saying. Okay,
People have it like there's pictures of it.
like well, but I mean, like sometimes you could have pictures of the guy doing a bell before WrestleMania starts. You're saying this was during WrestleMania?
That's what it looked like. There was a match going on.
Oh, okay.
And people are like, we didn't even notice him doing that. I guess they just kept him off camera. But yeah, I didn't know that they did that kind of special experience. I mean, the guy spent like fucking like $100,000 on it, on all that shit. So probably,
yeah.
They're like, you can go ring the bell.
You know, at this point, why don't they just let him live his dream and like do like, you know, if you're ever gonna do an assault on a crowd, you know, get some heat. You know, let Logan Paul be like, you know what I'm sick of? I'm sick of seeing that fat son of a bitch in the front row and he just goes and pulls him over the rim and then starts stomping him. He might get over for that though. People might cheer that. So, but
I don't know if this was true. Somebody said he had his own entrance.
Yeah,
I don't know if that's
came
true.
down I saw he came down the entrance ramp. I know that. Like it was like
okay.
But like again, like I said, this was something like a lot of people did yesterday or today or this morning. Like a bunch of people, whether they're VIPs or special guests, they were all doing all this stuff earlier. And so I didn't know it was during WrestleMania though.
I guess it was before.
I don't know. That's what I thought. It was like at 4 o'clock or 3 p.m. or something. These people
were just getting in there.
Yeah, like it was like a special thing. Like I don't know if it was an invite WWE did it or if people paid for the experience. I don't know which one it is. But I'm assuming it was an invite by WWE because Chris Van Fishflay, I wouldn't think would be like, let me pay $1,000 to jump in the ring or whatever. Yeah.
Sure.
I mean,
sure.
So that's probably the like.
Imagine you going down that entrance. Oh, hell yeah.
I probably would have pulled something, you know, getting overexcited.
Yeah, only in Joe fashion. Only Joe would fuck around and hurt himself walking down the ramp at WrestleMania.
He would have fucking slid down like that one year in fucking India. What's his name? Trips?
Yeah.
Titus.
Yeah, Titus. If I fucking did that, that would be great.
Man, dude, I just gotta say, I think that I'm gonna start an annual segment where I do my biggest winners and losers from WrestleMania.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, definitely the two biggest winners that I seen have to be Braun Breaker and Jacob Fatu. I know I'm probably sounding like I'm beating a drum that gets beat probably constantly, but those two, Braun Breaker is the most like physically explosive, controlled chaos type of deal I've ever seen, bro. It is truly a pleasure to watch him wrestle and just do shit. Like he was so in control of that fatal 4-way match. Just it was like you're playing WWE 2K and you can see where the computers are, so you just toggle who you're fighting, and he just would go do moves to other dudes.
Yeah,
I feel like it was Finn Balor and Penta that was like really calling the shots and making them look good.
Yeah, no. I'm not saying that. Like, please don't get me wrong. Yes, the veterans in the match were the ones that were leading it for sure. I'm just saying specifically for a guy that has a role to do, has a job to do, as one of the focal points in the match, and to be as young as he is in wrestling. I know he grew up in it and shit, but god damn, dog, he is just fun to fucking watch. Him,
he was launching himself everywhere. It was fucking crazy.
Dude,
He's like a torpedo.
Man, bro, his dexterity, his explosiveness, his athleticism. Logan Paul too. I actually got to put him in that category, bro. That dude did a fucking line salt tonight from 3/4 of the ring away to AJ Styles. I'm like, wow, bro. I don't even like. Why would you even try to do that? You know what I mean? Like you just can. You know what I'm saying? Like he. But one thing about Logan Paul, I think that doesn't get enough credit is he comes across like he just has effortless athleticism, which I think is incredibly important for his character and how much of a heel he plays. For some of the shit that he does to look as effortless as it is, damn, bro, like he's like right under Kurt Angle and like Ronda Rousey at the beginning for like people that just get it, right? You know what I mean? Like who else is even in that fucking class? This shit is ridiculous.
I mean, he's an athlete like that. I mean, Jacob Fatu and Braun Breaker, two fucking big burly guys, and they can just throw themselves around like anything. So
and that's the thing, Gargus, because we know they don't have to.
But WWE never wanted them to. And now that things have changed, they're just like, do it up. If you can do it, do it.
Yeah, this dude, Braun, like I am truly fascinated. And there's like women too, of course. Like Lyra, I was incredibly impressed with her. I thought that Jade looked really good night one. I thought that I don't know if maybe her and Naomi just rehearsed the match a lot or what it was, but she looked a lot smoother. She looked a lot more in control and composed. I'm sure Joe would agree because he just is in love with her, and you know it is what it is. I ain't mad at him.
It's not the booty; it's the beauty.
I think Dominic is a big winner as well. I have to say, just him.
Dude, did you see Dom try to fucking take off his lucha mask and he couldn't do it?
Bro, that shit was fucking hilarious. And Wade Barrett was even like, y'all see it? Like it's he couldn't even help himself. He like, yeah, you little slick motherfucker, you got your shit stuck.
Yeah, he got it stuck in his fucking hair.
Now, also, what the fuck that wasn't a mask that Finn Balor had, right? That was like a shirt or something, right?
I don't remember.
Like he
had a shirt on the back, but he didn't have a mask on.
Because they were saying that it was like some type of mask, but it looked like he just had like a t-shirt on his face or something. I don't know what the fuck he had on.
The bandana thing?
It wasn't exactly a bandana because it covered his whole face. I mean, unless he just had either he had a big ass bandana or Finn Balor got a small ass head. So you be the judge on that one. I don't know. So, I don't know what to tell you if that's the case. I don't know how to explain that one.
Yeah, I don't know that, but I don't remember what he had. I can't remember. Was it green?
I got breaking news. I got breaking news on this whole Stone Cold Steve Austin situation.
What happened?
Do you remember how it seemingly took forever for him to come out there? Like the glass broke and it seemingly took a while. You're like, oh, where is he? And then he finally.
His shit was fucking up.
So I don't know if you saw that. Obviously, Garguts has seen this apparently, but this fucking guy drove the ATV up the wrong ramp, and watch this. Hold on, we got video of it. This is all over the place. I had not seen this. This is fucking crazy. Let me just go ahead and mute the audio. Whoops. Stone Cold
fucking drunk, dude.
Is Stone Cold drunk or is he blind or what's going on there? Ready? He missed the ramp, right? Whoop. He straight up just misses the ramp. And then he drives. Now watch this. He's like, oh shit. Oh, I gotta what? Oh fuck me, damn it. What? Everyone's laughing. Okay, go back up. Back up. Now I'm trying to back up. Look at him trying to back up. And then he rams into the ramp with the tire. These guys are freaking out like, oh my God. Come on, get it. Get the fucking thing. Bro.
And he's on it still? He's even trying to help out to make it less heavy.
Then they're pointing. Look at him. They're pointing at the ramp like, no, it's over there. Like, is he?
No, do it back in the day.
Bro,
is he's getting fucked up on 420. Bro.
Dude,
he was like smoking and drinking.
Is he drunk, dude?
Goddamn crash test dummy.
He has to be. There's no way he's not.
This is crazy. Like, come on, get the fucking. This is the best part right here where they're trying to pull it, and they're like, wait. God damn it, I'm fucked up. It's stuck. Come on, get the fucking thing. Get the fucking thing out of here. What the fuck? God damn it, get out of the way. Get out. Where am I going? Why am I going this way? No, Austin, that way. That way. Fucking cut the fucking shit. Like, dude, oh my God. Oh my God, bro.
I'm surprised he didn't fall off the goddamn ramp.
Look, he's rolling with it right there. Oh my God, bro. Imagine if he went off the ramp there and cracked his head open. Like, bro, They'll never
killed
do that
somebody.
again. That's never happening again. You will never, and thank God, I always hated the ATV thing anyway. You will never see an ATV again after that. I don't think.
His knees would have fucking buckled going down that steep ass ramp.
That is unbelievable, bro.
See, I always thought that shit was stupid anyway. If you're gonna ride a vehicle down, why not just stop it at the bottom of the entrance ramp, like towards the stage? Like, why do you have to go around? That shit's fucking stupid. Like, you're just putting yourself at risk. Period. Like, I never.
Dude, Marcus McIntyre, thank you for sending me that because I had not seen that. I am fucking dying, dude. That is unbelievably funny. Oh my God. Oh.
Yeah, nah, Stone Cold had to have been fucked up. He was back there.
He might have been drunk. I mean, people
Yeah,
were
he was
saying that. I now think I believe that 100%.
Oh yeah, 100%. And then even the way that he was drinking the beer in the ring, he wasn't even. I mean, and of course we know Stone Cold don't always drink that shit anyway. Mans was out there fucking just shit was going everywhere. He kept getting fucking beer in his eyes. He was already fucked up, Joe. There is no way he wasn't.
Yeah, no. And after, I mean, I said, yeah, I could see how you'd say that, but I mean, I don't know. We don't know that. But now, after seeing that video, I mean, he straight up looked at the ramp and just went past it.
Stone Cold was in full Dark Knight mode.
Oh, I think I've got I might have the clip where I flipped out on Tommy when he I don't know if this is really it, but somebody said it was funny earlier and they were losing it.
House.
Is this
Your
it?
old house.
Is this
Number
it?
doesn't exist anymore. It's probably been.
Oh, this is the one where he doxes himself. Oh my God. I don't know. I don't see me getting mad there, but maybe somebody else can find it, but I don't know. I don't see me getting mad in that clip, but I do know that's the clip where he gives out his number and then I'm like, dude, what are you doing? And then Jake's like, well, don't you understand? Like, he's like, it's not a big deal. It's not my number anymore. And we're like, yeah, but if you give out that number, someone can type that in and then find out your, like, it like ties to your addresses, you idiot. And he was like, oh, I don't. It's just like, it was really funny. I don't know. I don't see the part where I'm yelling though, or he's mad. I don't know.
You're a troll.
You're such a fucking troll,
That's
Joe.
not
Why don't you play with my? Why don't you troll me, Joe?
Did we lose Bullfrog? Is he still here?
It was
Yes, I'm still here.
Oh, he's still here.
Get your ass in this conversation, man. Be sitting back being all cute and shit.
Yeah, you.
Hey, Bullfrog is
there he
a
is.
moron.
Scissor me, Joe!
Guys, I am ready to come out of the closet. I loved from me.
You love what? Oh, okay. Yeah, you love JD. Well, I mean, you know, you can let him, you know, you can let him please you, please him. But honestly, in the end, bro, you're not a cat. So unless you're a cat, you don't really matter to him. So
He'll never love you.
That dude puts on a furry cat outfit at night and then rubs one out to himself in the mirror, dude.
Shit bomb.
Guarantee it.
Another fan got hit by a moving vehicle. Clueless.
See, I don't even blame Austin. I blame the fan. Ankle breaker. See?
But yes, I'm still here.
Garguts,
get out of the way.
Garguts, could you ride that Could you ride that ATV down to the ring, Garguts? Would you be able to do that?
No, absolutely.
First of all,
no, Gargos has to be high for him to ride that.
What?
He has to be high.
But
Cesar Chavez, thank you for subbing to the channel.
Garguts almost died last year driving the fucking moped.
bro, I fucking fallen off with fucking scooters, so I would have fell off of that shit real quick. But I would love to have done that. That'd been great. Jesus, I like where you pause the fucking where you have those pictures you got. There's some questionable pictures in there. It was like Rhea's ass twice.
Yeah, I'm actually shocked. If I could have had an over-under, I would have bet somebody would have got on this show basically fucking gooning, talking about how good Rhea looked tonight. I haven't heard one person say anything.
I said that her titties were a little bit plumper than usual, but it's probably because I had a bra. You must have not heard that one.
No, I heard it. I thought you.
Yo, guys, what do you think about Dominic Mysterio tonight? That was a fucking crazy match.
No, I have Dominic in my winners of WrestleMania 41 for sure. Excellent performance by him, and the crowd was so behind him, bro. They wanted him to win, and so that helped my viewing experience. Because at a certain point, I was like, well, shit, yeah, like let him win then. I did want Braun to retain, but after seeing how passionate the fans were, just seeing Dom get out there every near fall, they damn near fucking orgasming and shit. I'm like, yeah, get him out of belt.
They booed him on the way out, on the way in, and then they were just behind him. And dude, when he set up Braun Strowman for he drop kick to the fucking 619, that was great.
Yeah, the drop kick into the 619, into Finn Balor doing his shit, and then back with the frog splash was an excellent finish. I did hear, I think you said it earlier, Gargas, that was damn near essentially what the triple threat finish was, and I get that, but I thought that match was really explosive. I honestly cannot sing Braun Breaker's praises enough. I need to see him in a bad match so I can get like a level of balance, because every time I've watched him, he just impresses the fuck out of me. I need to see him in a shit dud of a match. So
how many Intercontinental Champions have been in there on what do you call it, with that belt only? 3? Then that would be 3.
Like with this current belt?
Yes.
No, yeah, Braun, Dom, and
Gunther, right?
Good, yeah, Gunther. Well, Sammy.
So since that belt came out, 4?
I guess I can't really think of anybody else.
Neither can I. They should just bring back the old black one, but whatever.
What that the belt is black.
Oh no,
the women's one is white, but the like I do like that they did add some color back into it, because just the white and black, like it almost looked like a cheaper, not cheaper, but like a lamer version of the Undisputed title. And I was like, yeah, they got to do something with it to. So I'm glad they put some color back into it.
Yeah. So do you think tomorrow, speaking about belts, do you think spinner belt coming back tomorrow? Correct.
I don't, but like I was telling the guys before we got on the call, I do personally think, because commentary kind of tipped me off to it, that John Cena is going to retire with the belt. So I will say this: he's either going to debut a new looking WWE title, or when he retires, they're going to bring out a new belt. Then that's my thesis.
All right, and then there's going to be no more Undisputed title. It's just going to be this title.
Well, maybe not, only because they are doing the 2 brand shit. So, but I still think they're going to at least unveil a new WWE title
tomorrow, or when he retires.
Tomorrow, then when Cena retires with the belt. Because like I said, that's my bold prediction.
I feel like he's gonna bring back the spinner just to be a heel, because he was talking about it 2-3 Raws ago, or whatever, the last time he brought it up in promo.
I was talking to DJ Glaze and Bullfrog. No, it wasn't Bullfrog. It was Omar, and I was saying that I do know that people hate that belt, so him bringing it back would make sense.
Yeah.
Unless the nostalgia is finally kicked in and people are like, oh, you know what? The spinner belt was actually cool, man. Most people hate that.
A lot of people did like that. Well, WWE liked that belt. That's the way they kept it for 11 more years?
I like it.
When fucking Edge was the last one with it? I think.
Was he? No, fuck no. No.
Edge won it. I know Edge had it. I don't know if it was the last one.
He did have it. But Edge hated it because he wanted to put his rated R plates on it. Well, actually, he wanted to come out with his own belt. But I think the last person that had that belt was wasn't it like Randy Orton or fucking
It probably was Randy Orton, yeah. Probably was. I feel like it was. And you think they're gonna have this Randy Orton versus John Cena one more match? God damn.
I would love that. That would make me cream. I would do a whole creaming stream.
I don't know why, but I've always hated those matches.
Bro,
it was just like every fucking Monday night, you'll hear Jim Ross. Well, we got another great one for you guys. John Cena versus Randy Orton for the 59th time.
Nah, it's because you're an uncultured swine, bro. That's clearly what the problem is. I mean, it's not them, it's you.
Maybe it was just the fucking me and me that says I fucking am tired of this shit,
bro. Like, you have to accept Randy Orton's goatness, bro. Like, that man is like,
now that he's fucking put himself over with those, it all happened with those damn Randy Orton memes, and then he went to Saudi Arabia and everybody cheered him, and you're just like, why is everybody cheering him? Because he's like this meme out there. And then after that, he kind of ran with it and just became better and way better and way better, and then got injured and way better and then way better.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie to you. Randy Orton has been my favorite WWE wrestler since he debuted. And just me personally, like I have enjoyed everything that he's done, from fucking Mick Foley to Hulk Hogan to Chris Benoit to Shawn Michaels, Jericho. I've enjoyed every feud he's had. John Cena, Edge, fucking Batista, Big Show, Mark Henry, Christian, for you name it. I love them all. So again, my bias is showing because he is my favorite wrestler, at least currently. So I want to see it. I want it. I would love to have the match, even though I know Randy would lose. And that's gonna piss me off. But
so what if they put the belt on the line and Randy Orton wins it, and then he's like what, 14 damn champion now?
I think he'd be a 15.
Is he at 13 or 14 right now? I don't know.
He might be at 13, but I think he's at 14 right now.
So that could happen, and then we have Randy Orton run with it, and John Cena retires instead of it going back to Cody.
Bro, John Cena is retiring with his belt. I'm telling you, bro. Like, I don't think that commentary will put that line out there for no reason, bro. John Cena is retiring with his belt.
That'd be crazy. Yeah.
Now, are they going to come out with a new one after? That's my hope, because as much as I'm
back to Cody,
the modifications they made with the belt, making it a lot more gold and stand out and pop more. I still don't really like this big W belt. I want another like belt,
spinner belt. That's what I'm saying. Oh my god.
Yes.
I just saw a mouse. What the fuck?
Oh, you dirty fucking piece of shit.
We got a mouse in the house.
With a mouse in the house, and it looked at me and it fucking ran back.
Yeah, because you're the fucking pest.
This fucking place is clean except for right here, but it's clean.
Hey Joe, it's crazy. Garguts is the pest in his own house. The mouse belongs there. Garguts is the one that's intruding.
Right. No, just like, you want to be my pet? I'll call you little bitch.
Calling the mouse a little bitch is crazy, but that does lend itself to some edgy comedy.
Yes, it does. Okay,
like somebody else,
Tom and Jerry, and look, it comes out Jerry. I just need a Tom. Oh, I have a cat, but the cat won't do shit.
Somebody outside just walk by your house and hear you, fuck you, bitch, fuck, like, and they like, oh man, it's getting domestic in there. Meanwhile, you talking to a whole fucking mouse.
Not just talking to this mouse. What's up, little bitch? What'd you say? Little bitch.
I'll fuck you up, little bitch. And they like, oh my god, he's so violent.
Right? Call the cops. Or what was that old fucking one? Call the police.
I'm just talking to my mouse. There's nobody here.
Right. This motherfucker's hungry and there's no food in here, so I feel sorry for him.
Nah, but you know what? If you do feed him, that motherfucker will take care of you, bro. He'll get rid of all your other problems.
Shit, hopefully. Hopefully he gets rid of my fucking my eviction.
Shit, he might. If you tell the people like, hey yo, bro, like, I got there's other tenants up in here. You ain't asking them to pay rent.
You read on that? Oh my god, you're fucking hilarious. Nah,
like, bro, you ain't charging them. What kind of shit is this, bro? If anything, like, shit, we all owe rent.
we all owe money. God damn it. Nah. I'm gonna have to move out. I'm gonna tell them, hey, bro, you want to come with me or what? Here's a little box.
Hey,
like
hey Gargos, that would be the funniest shit ever if you and this mouse like start this like friendship arc. Like,
I mean, it's already fucking eating my trash, and there's no food in there. It's just eating paper.
like y'all just become inseparable now. Like,
right?
oh,
This motherfucker's just running up on me. You'll see him on the fucking on the show next week. What's up, baby girl? Better behave
let me
yourself.
tell you about my best friend.
Nice pussy, lady. So I said what I said.
Oh shit! What's up, Sue and Sammy?
Hey, I want to suck a dick.
Oh God, like a mouse dick?
I want to suck your mousy little dick.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. My brother, I love white boy ass.
Oh my God, bro!
So,
What
Sammy,
the-
were you able to catch WrestleMania, man? What
I
were your
would.
thoughts?
The only thing I caught was the clap.
Oh my.
Jesus Christ. Okay, well,
Wow.
you missed a lot. I mean, John Cena won his 17th is kind of crazy. It's a lot of fun.
That's the best.
I have 17 convictions, motherfucker.
Okay.
Fuck.
All right. That's nice to
I
know.
don't wanna fuck with them. Were they all from like slapping your bitch around?
Man,
I-
Sue and Sammy fought the law and the law won.
Yeah, I don't think Sue Sammy, has a bitch.
Oh,
I got to be
from
honest.
fucking showing his dick to everybody.
Yeah, he only got hoes. He ain't got no bitch. It's only hoes.
Man, but
he is a hoe, man.
I know that it was predictable and everything, but damn it, I predicted it a year ago, almost. What was it? When
You predicted everything, Garguts, tonight, if you haven't noticed today.
Yeah, but the fucking Cena one was the most one that y'all guys thought I was retarded. And I was like, Cena's gonna go heel, and he's gonna win that 17 title, and you guys are like, that's fucking stupid. He won't do that. He's just gonna leave, and that's it. But look, it got everybody talking. And
Hey Joe, wouldn't it be
everybody's looking forward to Monday?
Out of all the times that Gargus has said he knows somebody, the one person that we know for sure that he does know is like some insider on WWE. They just gave him all this information.
Right.
Yeah, it's very strange. It's very odd, the specifics of what he knows and what he figured out. I don't think that Cena's going to retire with the belt. I will say that. We'll see what happens. And yeah, that's about it, man. I'm going to get off Discord, I think, and I'm going to head out because I got to get up early.
Yeah, same here. All right, it's been a pleasure, gentlemen. Both nights of WrestleMania, I think, were ultimately a success. Even if they weren't for WWE, they definitely were for us. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. If you're new to the channel, make sure that y'all hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button as well if you've been interested by the show so you can stay notified. And make sure that you even hit that little bell on the screen right there so you can get a notification anytime Joe go live. Because when Joe go live, we go live. And when we go live, shit happens.
It's froggy time.
It's froggy time.
And
Yeah.
I'm gonna think of some better shit to say for that.
And even if
It's okay.
and even if you don't get the notification, it's always like between 9 to 10. I'd say Central Time. So whatever.
Hey guys, if you like what you've seen tonight, be prepared because tomorrow night after Raw, Joe will be going live and we'll be deep diving on everything that happened, the fallout of WrestleMania, new debuts, potential title matches, new feuds. It's gonna be crazy. So make sure that y'all staying up to date with everything that Joe does. Might even have a couple shorts, a couple videos that come out tomorrow. So y'all make sure y'all stay tuned.
Let's hope Raw is good. I hope Raw is good tomorrow. Please, God.
I think it will be. I really do. I think that it will be.
Gonna be insane, probably. It's always insane after WrestleMania.
Not always. I don't know, man. Remember, like,
Yeah,
a couple
definitely not
years
always,
ago?
for sure.
Yeah, I've been like, there's been a couple years recently where I'm like, this is the Raw after Mania. Like, what are they doing?
I think that 2013 one where they literally just they chanted for Daniel Bryan all night and the show was just fucking terrible overall because WWE just wouldn't even put him on TV. It's been. We've had some duds, bro. We've had some duds.
I want to say that I hope that the best return is going to be the beach ball.
Oh, that'd be nice. Bring back the beach balls.
Didn't they ban that? I thought they outlawed that.
I hope not.
They did, but bring it back anyway. You know, what'd be great is instead of a beach ball, you do it with like a world title belt and just throw it up and down. It lands on people's heads.
Now, you know, instead of that, let's do it with a fucking grenade.
Do it with a grenade.
And the fucking wave. Bring back the wave.
Right. Or like an inflatable Twin Towers. That'd be fun.
Or an inflatable doll.
Inflatable blow-up doll, sex doll. That could be cool.
Now, you know what? Fuck it. Let's have a fucking wacky waving inflatable arm flailing tube man on Raw tomorrow. Fuck it.
Yeah. How about or an effigy of Bailey? That'd be nice.
That would be Bailey and fucking
Roxanne. Bailey do got them buns. I'm just saying.
Oh yeah, they've been showing lately.
She got the taco.
Right.
And
hey,
then,
look, y'all thought I was tripping, bro. I told y'all. Now everybody see it now. Hey, look, man.
Yeah, it looks like her upper body sits on a cushion of cushion.
Ooh.
But so I think I'd give my rating. I'll give it a 6.8.
I'm gonna give it a come out of 10.
6.8.
Like all of Mania or just tonight?
Like all of Mania.
Okay.
All of Mania is 7 out of 10.
All right, I'd give it a 6. I'm with you on the 6. Not a very. I didn't like.
I couldn't get into a 7, but 6.8.
I mean, overall, people slightly like tonight better than last night based on this poll, but not a ton, but a little bit more tonight than last night. I think
what's the
you know what? Last night was 19% amazing and 44% okay. But tonight is 21% amazing and 42% okay. So it's very close, to be honest. But Jennifer Muppet Baby says mid-Mania build, mid-Mania event, but fun to chat with everybody. Yeah, it was kind of fun to hang out and do all this, but yeah, it wasn't the greatest Mania. Will be a kind of a... You'll only remember it for the fact that John Cena won that title thing at the end, and it was 17, and he was a heel. That's about... I feel like all I'll really remember from this. So
I mean, right. And I'm not gonna lie, I was pretty tired watching this whole thing all day, so I did crash out a little bit in between matches, but
I had to
that's
cook,
why I'm not.
I had to cook kids' food, and I missed Becky Lynch return, so I didn't even see that. So that would have made it even kind of more fun because I would have saw that, but I didn't even see that. So that's crazy. I got to go watch. I'm actually going to go watch it now because I didn't see it at all. I found out about it like an hour into the show watching the press conference, and I was like, wait, what? I totally missed it.
Oh, you didn't know what the fuck? Really?
No, didn't see it. Because I said, well, this is the bathroom break match, and I went upstairs to cook my kids some stuff because they were hungry, and Leah wasn't back from work yet. So, and I didn't take my phone with me to even watch because I was talking to them and doing something. And I got back just in time, but I missed all that tag match. Had no idea Becky returned.
Was there 3 new title holders now? Well, I guess 4 if you count the tag team.
How many? How many new champions are there? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Almost everybody, right? Except for EO.
EO fucking retained.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, then Dom won, so that's 1, and then Becky and what's her name, and then John Cena. That was it, right? I mean, if you count Joe Hendry, but he lost and still has the title. That should have been a title match. What if fucking Randy Orton won that shit?
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, that's funny.
But altogether, I think there was and then the night before it was 2 title changes. So, yeah, you got 5 runs coming up. That's good. That's gonna be good. Becky gonna be fucking tag team now.
I wish Becky would just be like, you know what, OnlyFans. That's it.
Oh, she's got no ass.
Yeah, but why not get those implanted?
Plus, right? Plus, Mandy Rose got more ass of that. And she's on OnlyFans. What was going on? What the fuck was I watching? Who cares?
You were
It was
watching
something about Nikki Bella. It was something about Nikki Bella earlier, but I don't know.
Oh, her like being abused or whatever by her last husband.
I don't know. I thought she was, yeah, basically. But that was a while back. But that would have been great if fucking Nikki Bella came back. And did she come back? I missed part of the goddamn John Cena match. So I was like, why do they have her there?
You know, great. No, they had her there for the moments thing. There was some diva thing. Like, remember, there was some sort of a women's thing or a diva thing or something. She was back. I think she was back for that reason. I don't remember now what it is.
I can't remember either.
Yeah, no, it was something though. It was something to do with the women or the diva. It was like the diva era or something like that. There was a reason why she really was there. Although they would invite her anyway because they're like, you know, they're like cool with her or whatever. Nick Khan got this video in 4K ready to show in court if she tries anything funny. My tweet about the Stone Cold incident with the fan like looking like she kind of like sold like she was hurt is like getting retweeted and commented on by like tons of people on Twitter. And it's funny. Tyrone Nick Khan got this. Nick Khan went over and gave her a hug. Yeah, it's got 24,000 views. So yeah, this
Nick Khan went to go check up on her.
Yeah, he
that
went
was
over.
who.
Yep, he was in a suit. I was like, damn, the boss is going over to talk to her. Shit. Yeah.
Yeah. Now he's gonna what do you call it? What did Triple H?
On second look though, the impact of this on the board. When I look closer now from a different angle and I start really breaking it down. This bent the barricade, so it is possible that the barricade bent in a little bit and did.
That's what I'm saying with his tire.
Yeah.
It bent in towards where her foot is, and it probably like smashed her toe or something.
Yeah, might have hurt her foot, and then she kind of realized after the adrenaline of the whole thing, like, oh fuck, something's bothering me.
You've been at those barricades, so maybe that was where the pole is too.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah, so I thought that too, but like watching it again, I was like, no, she took a dive. But looking at this again, I think the barricade is dented. So like you said, if that could have, it could have like bruised her toe or broken her toe or hit her in the shin.
Or shin, yeah, I think the shin. The shin is where it's at.
So maybe we don't. I really don't know. Even though I broke this down and I said I think she took a dive, I still think she might have, but I don't know. I'm not there, and if the other fans there that could see the barricade would be able to tell us. And based on what the barricade looks like and what she said happened and any medical evaluation she had, we'll probably know more later, I'm assuming. I should, do some research on it.
She's going to be the new Nicole Bass coming out on Raw.
Yeah. They're going to have to give her, she's going to be the new green shirt guy for like 50 years. She's going to be at WrestleMania for free.
Oh, by the way, about the entrance real quick. I think the best entrance was, weirdly enough, Logan Paul's weird entrance. Why did they have, like, the Brady Bunch camera on him?
Oh.
That was a little...
Yeah.
I found it entertaining.
They did something different, I guess,
Yeah. And then he had a drone that they went around with.
Yeah, that was cool. He had, like, a pet drone, almost like a bird. And the thing would come down and land on him, and he was like, hello, drone. That was kind of cool. I mean, that took Matt Hardy's fucking whatever that Vanguard one to another level, I guess.
It did. The Vanguard one, yeah, it did. But I liked that entrance, and I think that was about it. That was the only entrance I liked. Joe Hendry, whatever. Everything was kind of lame. You're right. And what's this fucking goddamn ice cream cone thing? I missed that.
Oh, that was enraging, bro. That pissed me off so bad, dude. It's the main event, and they were like taking time out 3 times to talk about crunchy ice cream or some shit. Oh my god, bro. It was so product placement weird, like a crew of people dressed like the ice cream. Oh god.
It was the most ads I've ever seen in my life. Just Michael Cole, in the middle of this fucking storyline. Hold on, let me tell you about Skittles. taste the rainbow.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Burger King. You have it your way. God damn, it was pissing me off. I was like, dude, so I made a game out of it. I was telling everybody, take a fucking shot every time they fucking do an advertisement. But, you know, if they didn't do all these advertisements, I feel like the whole fucking thing would have been like at least, 3 hours shorter?
Yeah. It felt like 45 minutes shorter. The show did end much earlier than we thought. Like people,
they ran out of ads.
Dude, last night I had my show set for 11, and tons of people thought it was going to end by midnight. Like there was a couple people who had shows set to midnight, and they told me, and I was like, no, I'm going 11 or 10:50 or something. And everybody was guessing. I was in like a little talk with a few other people that stream, and I'm like, no, I'm gonna go. You know, I was off by 2 minutes. I nailed it. And then tonight I went live. I was gonna go live earlier, and so I got it right again. But I was off. I was off a lot more tonight. But oh my God, the show ended at what? 10:30.
9:38, 9:40.
No, oh, your time, yeah.
9:40 my time. It went on earlier, and I was like, I didn't even know it was on.
This news is everywhere. Stone Cold crashes, like TMZ, CBS Sports. Everybody's got like comments on it. Yeah, maybe her foot hurt her after, but it's weird.
Stone Cold doing a fucking 5-minute thing takes over everything. Nobody's gonna remember Mania at all.
Right.
Just Stone Cold crashing. Remember that 1 year Stone Cold crash, bro? Oh yeah. Who won that one? John Cena. Oh yeah. Look at that. But yeah, I think Stone Cold crashing after he's running these ATVs all his fucking goddamn life or whatever. He was just too wasted. It's Vegas, bro. You're gonna get fucked up. Did you see fucking Jey Uso's fucking press conference yesterday?
No.
Oh my God, dude. If you have a little bit of time, just rewind it and just fucking play it, dude. Cause that shit he makes no fucking sense at all. Like you think I make no sense half the time. Bro, this guy is fucking sloshed. He didn't know where the fuck he's at. He's like, oh yeah, this is what it is. Yeah, yeet. Whatever. I won the title. I'm the champion. Yeet. This is what it is. And I'm like, what the fuck is he talking about? There's some retarded shit out there that he was saying. He's definitely gonna get he's never gonna drive again.
Right.
No one's just there to fucking drive him.
Yeah, the going back a second, there's another report. The woman, and we could all see this live. I mean, I said this in my tweet. I said this on the show. A woman who was reportedly struck by Stone Cold's ATV was furious following the incident during Austin's entrance. According to a fan on Twitter who was in the crowd, the woman involved was pissed about what happened. Austin was, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I mean, we can all see that, to be honest. Yeah, and then Nick Khan got up. Yeah, I mean, everybody could tell she was pissed. She looked furious, but like right before that, she was fine. It was just weird. The whole thing was bizarre. I don't know what the fuck happened, but it was weird. And I broke it down on Twitter.
How did Nick Khan get down there so fast? Was he at fucking Gorilla?
Nick Khan was at ringside. He was sitting right to. He was sitting either in the crowd or I think he was sitting honestly next to the timekeeper. If you go back and you look at it, Nick Khan was shown earlier because when Pat McAfee came out to high five people at the beginning of the show, he high fived Nick Khan, and Nick Khan was sitting at ringside, so he's right there. Nick Khan, he was like right behind.
You think that's what got Stone Cold nervous? Oh my God, Nick Khan's out here.
No, I don't think.
My God.
I don't think Stone Cold cares, but it is kind of weird to think Stone Cold's boss or like one of the bosses is that guy, and like, you know what I mean? It's just like that's different.
Well, he kind of did look back while he was driving forward, and then he looked forward and he couldn't turn left at all. But then again, they should move those fucking stairs when he's doing shit like that. I don't know why they fucking don't.
Yeah, I mean, Stone Cold was on his own fucking planet though anyway. They could have, I mean, they had a ramp for him and everything, and he couldn't get that right. The guy must have been. He was drinking.
He was definitely drinking. But then again, he could have been like, "Oh, well, I can go to the right. There's no right."
Yeah.
Like not go down the ramp.
New subscriber.
Yeah, he kind of. Luis Alfredo Aguilar, thank you for subbing. What's going on, man? We're obviously getting really tired here. All right, I'm out of here. If you guys want to, he goes live, and so go molest him, and you can see all the people that you. No,
all of your ex trolls.
Yeah, they're all there. Not all. No, it's really not. It's only a couple people. But yeah, no, have fun and write crazy stuff and scare them. Look at Rhea Ripley, man. I don't know why she looks super hot to me. She looks like Marilyn Manson. Fuck me, like or whatever. All right, see you, Gargi. I'll see you a little bit. I'm gonna draw a dick on your stream.
Sweet. All right.
I'm gonna draw a dick in your chat. All right, later, brother. Later, everybody else. Didn't really talk to Jesse tonight, but he was here. I love you. Bullfrog, we love you, brother. Love you, kisses, daddy. Tadpole, and Rojas is asleep. So, and everybody else, the J Menace, man, thank you for holding it down tonight as well. And who would have thought, man, after 13 years on YouTube of doing these WrestleMania streams, we're still doing it. I'm still doing it. We're all still here. Some people are OGs, some people are new. You know, it just keeps going, guys. It's unbelievable. You know, I've been doing this so long that when I first started this show, I was doing it for fun just to do this, right? Because I didn't have a radio show. Then this became a part-time job, and that was really cool. It was like a second job. And then it became a full-time job, and for 5 years, I did this only full-time and made a killing. And we crushed it. And now I can barely survive, and I do it part-time again. But isn't it crazy? What a ride. You know, you start something as for fun, as a hobby, and then it turns into a part-time job, and then it turns into a fucking full-time job, and then it turns back into a part-time job. I mean, the ups and downs of life. But here we still are. So crazy. And it all started with that Undertaker's getting pinned. This shows the first live WrestleMania review we did on YouTube. First live WrestleMania review we did on YouTube. And here it is. Unbelievable. There it is. Want to hit the volume for me?
WrestleMania 3rd ever seen.
It's YesleMania.
At Joe Cronin Show. Most importantly, if this is your first time.
So this was a big night for... This got 500,000 views. I mean, think about even other YouTubers who do wrestling now, right? When if one of the biggest, any of the biggest YouTubers who do wrestling reviews, you know, they're going to do 80,000 views, maybe 100,000 views, maybe 30, 40, 50, 60, 80, whatever. You think about this. This fucking review did 500,000 views. We had thousands of people watching. 560,000 views. And these were acquired mostly in the first week, right? Like this video hit 390 or 400,000 views in the first week. It's crazy to think. 11 years ago. Is that 11 years ago? I thought it was like 13 years ago. Oh, it's because it's 2014. I mean, fuck, I've been doing this channel since 2012, so I guess that's 13 years ago. But first live WrestleMania review. Crazy. Just fucking crazy.
After that.
Oh, God. I hope he just bit his lip or bit his cheek. I mean, I've seen people bleed pretty bad from that type of stuff. I hope it's nothing
They said
else.
that they checked his vitals and everything, and he's stable and everything seems okay, but that's something he has to look at.
Well, yeah, WWE reports that Billy Gunn suffered an injury after the loss to the Shield at WrestleMania.
Yeah, that was where he went to the hospital. Everybody, remember that? Billy Gunn they did the Shield power bomb, and then something like burst in Billy Gunn's chest or a blood vessel or something crazy happened. Yeah, and then he had to go to the hospital. You had like internal bleeding or something. That was crazy. I remember that. That's scary shit.
It wasn't really like a built up match though. It was like a 2-week thing.
I mean, it may have ended the way
That guy that just spoke right there, that was Jaren, Small Afro Games Jaren. So he's the. I think he just what did he just hit 100,000 subs or something? That was Jaren who just spoke right there. He was literally 13 years old on this show. I think he said he was like 16 or something. He wasn't. He was like 13. He's like, I don't. Smart though. 30-year-old guy doing a wrestling show is a 13-year-old caller. It's so funny. That's younger than my son is right now. My oldest son. That's crazy. He said he was 16 or something. And then we started realizing like years later, when it was like a year later, he was still 16 again. He was like 17 now or whatever. And then eventually he went back to 15. And we're like, wait a minute. What? Then eventually on his channel, he was like 18th birthday. And that was like 9 years later. I'm like, wait a minute. Fuck. That's crazy. TKO Rising, what's up, bro? Yeah, that was a crazy time. What a crazy time. Are there any good timestamps on there? I don't think they had timestamps back there. Yeah, I don't see any. I just subbed. A lot of OG comments on that video. Man, that's crazy that we had 500,000 views. That's crazy. DF Sports, I remember that guy. Crazy.
it was supposed to, but I'm looking. Can
You gotta do what you gotta do.
You gotta do what you gotta do. I'm like, you know what? Oh my god, I did it in the Michelob can. I just pissed in the Michelob can, and I just realized that I gotta move this thing way away, or I'm gonna confuse
you're gonna
cans.
grab it.
Oh my god, I've drank my own piss before too. It's not good.
Imagine you come into the stream. That's what the guy's talking about. How he drank his own piss.
Wrestlers, go back and if you're new to the channel, go back and watch our Diamond. Happens with that. But on to some more questions. Love the show. First time watching, says Eric Jacinto.
My voice is so different that it's like jarring. You know what I mean? Like it's like my voice is so much higher that it's like freaking you out. It's like freaking me out, you know? It's weird because I'm 29, 28 years old there. Right? So at 28, 29 years old, like my voice was that much higher. It's kind of crazy. That's weird. Hard to believe it was it was 8 years ago, right? Or 9 years ago? When is this? 9 years ago, yeah. 9 years ago that I was in the back facing the bear. You know, and he had a problem with me, as we all know.
I was gonna shake your hand. You thought I was gonna.
That's right.
Joe Cronin.
That bear took a shot right there. It's hard to believe this was 9 years ago. This was 9 years ago. I beat up a bear in my backyard. I mean, I beat the shit out of this bear, and it deserved it because it was a little hoe. Do you guys remember this when the bear reversed me but turned it into like a fucking like Panama Sunrise or whatever, a Canadian destroyer? Like it almost like that thing exploded too. That I have that jacket still.
Oh my goodness!
I have that jacket still. Slow it down like really slow. Oh yeah. Right through. There he goes. I almost fully rotated. Look at the wood splinter and go flying, bro. That wood was like not fucking around. It was like sleep timer. You can put a sleep timer on this shit. Oh, there he goes. Woo! I mean, that's the stuff I used to do to celebrate WrestleMania Day. You know? Maybe I should have done something this year, like jumped off my house or something. Or like had my wife tie me to the top of the truck and drive me around the neighborhood and see if I fall off. I remember the bear got really moldy. We finally had to get rid of the bear. When we moved into this house, the bear came with us, but 6 months into being here, that bear turned into moldy shit, bro. It was rough. And we took it to another level a few years later, where I wrestled the bear in a real ring too. I mean, like, that was wrestling the bear in a real ring was another level that I don't think a lot of people expected. Yeah. Where's the best part is where's the part where I go into the chair? I kind of like that. The part where I go into the chair is pretty good. So I slam the bear down. Is this where I reverse the bear, or I just DDT him right there? Oh yeah, look at that. Look at that snap suplex on the bear right there. It's pretty good. And that bear is just laying there like all fucked up. And I mean, we're in super slow motion right now too, guys. So just remember that we're in slow motion here. We go into the corner. And I mean, I'm ready to do anything to this bear. By the way, those shoes were the wrong shoes to wear in this ring. Those weird high toppy thing shoes. And the bear RKO'd me right there. Really close. I really beat the shit out of this bear, quite honestly. And quite honestly, this bear deserved everything it got. And then, of course, Teddy Goods, who's retired now. He shows up and he just he ruins the whole goddamn thing. I wanted to beat that bear's ass. And just because his name is Teddy, like a teddy bear, he showed up. Because because they share the same name, Teddy. That's why he's got to show up. I mean, this is assault right here. That's assault right there. What he did there. But it's okay, because I see, look at this. It doesn't matter. All the muscles in the world. I'm out of shape. I'm a dad. But look at that. All it takes is one shot right there. Boom! One well-placed shot to the back of the head, Teddy. Look at that. All the muscles, all the gym work, everything you do, Teddy. And look at this. Boom! Right to the back of the head. Sit down. Doesn't matter. I'm out of shape. Doesn't matter. Poke in the eye. How about that? How's your eye? How's your eye feeling, Teddy? How about that? 50 push-ups, 70 lifts, 500 squats, 17 hours a week in the gym, whatever it is, and one poke in the eye, Teddy. That's all it took. One little poke in the eye, brother. That's all it took. You see that? Just absolutely eviscerated by my thumb right there. And here's where I made a mistake. I made a mistake right there. But that's, it happens. Made a little mistake. Got reversed. Super kicked. I mean, it is what it is. It's still a moment at WrestleMania 32 pre-show on the Joe Cronin show that, will live in the memories of, I don't know, 40 people maybe somewhere. I don't know. Or 3 people. I don't know. At the time, I mean, this got 5,000 views, but, this probably lives in the memory of like 6 people somewhere. All right, Joe. Andre Young, what's up, man? How you doing, man? Man, those were the days, yeah. Take my money. Okay. I will. I need it. I have no money. I only have the money you guys gave me tonight. Which, thank you, by the way, everybody who donated tonight, man. I literally had no money, so everything everybody donated to me, I now have. So I appreciate that. I'm going to be able to get gas tomorrow that I needed to get to do this job interview and some other things that I'm doing. So I really appreciate you guys. It really went directly to me as long as it was a Streamlabs donation. So, yeah, you literally put the only money I have in my bank. So I appreciate everybody that donated. Mr. Mammoth dropped $100. That is the top dono. Z Payne dropped multiple donations. And Z Payne has been donating every week like a maniac. I can't even believe him. It's fucking unbelievable what Z Payne has been doing. Thank you so much to Z Payne. Yeah, I forgot I got to hang out with Jim Ross. That was a fun time. Jim Ross was on the show, and I got to hang out for a minute in real life. But it was Jim Ross on the show that was really fun. Having Jim Ross on the show was really cool. That was a fun time. But yeah, a lot of people not too happy with WrestleMania 41, especially compared to last year. So, but it's gonna be a downer when the heel, the famous face guy, goes heel, and then on top of that, you know what I mean, he wins in the end and all that sort of thing. I mean, it's gonna be a downer, but it's not that. That's not the problem. That part is expected, and we all have no issue with that. It's the other stuff, Do you guys remember when I had the bear in the basement and I broke my hand? You remember that? Watch this. This is one of my favorite things. It's so stupid. Watch this. Now, the best part about this is the dog above, Melly. Rest in peace, Melly. I love you. The poor dog is so worried about me. She's trying to eat that box.
Weak. Come on, you son of a bitch. Ah!
Nobody punches like that anymore in the WWE.
That's what you are.
You see the dog? Watch the dog, bro. I'm gonna zoom in on the dog. Ready? Let's zoom in on the dog. Poor fucking Melly. She was like, "What is going on? I'll fucking kill that thing." Look at her. I'll kill this thing. Is it this thing? I'll kill it. Bro, my dog was the shit. She was like, "What the fuck is happening? I'll kill this thing."
Where is he? Where?
Oh, pants fall down.
Oh! Where is he?
How did this channel ever go anywhere? What was happening?
I got something.
Like, people are like, this guy wrestles a teddy bear. Then remember years later, a guy started really wrestling a teddy bear too, and I was like, what the fuck? Look at that shot. These are some serious punches.
That's what I thought.
I was only 28 years old, right? Oh my God, he's dead after that. That steel pipe right to the fucking head.
You made a mistake coming back. You look at everybody. I'm a stupid fucking bear. I'm a stupid fucking bear. Come here. You see that thing? You see that piece of wood? Enjoy this.
Oh yeah, the Triple H speech was great. And Andre Young, I loved it. It was like an hour, 7 minutes long, but it was great. It was great. I love the speech for sure. Oh man, what was I thinking back in the day, bro? Where I would wrestle with the bear, and that's the old bear. That's the original bear too. When I would look at the bassinet from that's not even Finn's bassinet. That's Brenna's bassinet right there. I mean, she's not in it right there, obviously, but that's my daughter's bassinet. That's how crazy, like, this is like 12 years ago, bro. This fucking thing's wrestling me in a bedroom. Dude, it's like 2 a.m. and I'm like recording myself fighting a teddy bear. People enjoyed the teddy bear matches, though, you know? Look at that cell, though. Come on. The Ninja Turtles, jammies are probably the best thing about that whole thing. But anyway, it's fun to remember the fact that I'm an idiot who's been on YouTube this long. And I'm going to go to bed now because I'm a 40-year-old tired dad. Thank you for being here. Click the like button. I love you guys. And thanks for being here all night and all week and just always being funny. Jennifer, we love you. Brandon Duarte, baby. Love you, brother. King of Hueco Mundo, Garguts, EB Live, Brock Lobster, OG. Shout out to the Matrix Reloaded poster. I love the Matrix. Even those terrible sequels, I still like them, even though they're ridiculous. Mr. E, one more match. Yeah. Should I come out of retirement? I should come out of retirement. Have a good one, Mr. Kincaid. Kincaid. All right, I'm out of here. Everybody, good night. I'll see you tomorrow for Monday Night Raw on the Monday Night Raw review.